The following is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Radio Network. A tradition of excellence.
Mentally tough, competitive, selfless.
A tradition of winning.
This one hit in the air, line drive. It's off the glove of Kojal into center field. Here comes Hernandez. He is safe. Tigers win. Tigers win.
This is the Powerhouse. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air. Play ball. This is exciting live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
This one's high, this one's deep, and this one is gone.
Brought to you by Albertsons, Coca-Cola, Cox, Hancock Whitney, Louisiana Blue, McDonald's, and by FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake.
Nobody on, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, 12-5, Tigers lead the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Head north, young man, you're going to Omaha.
Your home for exclusive live coverage of the Powerhouse. On the road to Omaha, LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Field. Going back is Swain to the wall. It's gone! Second grand slam of the day!
Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, presented by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Visit hubinternational.com, leading you up to first pitch of LSU baseball with a trip around the SEC, pitching matchups, batting lineups, and a visit with the top Tiger, head coach Jay Johnson. Here come the Tigers. Now, let's go inside the broadcast booth for the call of the game on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
After 2 games that slipped away late, it's a pivotal Game 3 to finish out this SEC weekend as the homestanding Ole Miss Rebels take on your Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair alongside Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez. Our straw stirring the drink back inside the Capital One studio, Mr. Brian Haldane, welcoming you once again to Swayze Field inside Oxford University Stadium on the campus of the University of Mississippi here in Oxford for today's play-by-play story. On Friday night, it was the bottom of the 8th when Ole Miss plated 3 runs to break a 3-3 tie, going on to win Game 1 6-3. Yesterday in Game 2, it was the bottom of the 6th when Ole Miss broke away, put 7 runs on the board to balloon a then 5-2 Rebel lead to a run rule 12-2 win after 7 frames. The Tigers, in a real bad way, need to salvage a win for a number of reasons, including momentum into next week and maybe more importantly, picking up a much-needed SEC win to avoid falling 3 games under 500 in league play. Grant Fontenot will make his 2nd straight Sunday start, while Ole Miss will counter with sophomore right-hander Taylor Rabe. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. Tigers trying to avoid being swept by Ole Miss for the first time since their title run in 2022, and for the first time here in Oxford since 2010. It's Sunday's Game 3. It's Ole Miss, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Nancy Landry. Louisiana's elections are an important part of who we are. In 2026, closed party primaries will change how some of those elections happen, so you'll want to know what to do. Keeping your registration current ensures you'll get the right party-based ballot. Remember, this change only applies to certain offices. To learn more, visit govote.com or download the GoVote app. Know before you go.
Hey Tiger fans, get ready to swing for the fences because the 2025 baseball season is upon us, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to LSU baseball games or to any other live event in Baton Rouge, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Baton Rouge, you rolled the dice and we hit the jackpot. Thank you for voting for LaBerge Casino and helping us win 11 Best of Baton Rouge medals, including Best Slots, Best Table Games, Best Hotel, Best Steak, Best Sports Bar, Best Live Music Venue, and more. When you're ready for an award-winning night out, get to LaBerge Baton Rouge. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Back on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here in Oxford at Swayze Field, Game 3 of the series between LSU and Ole Miss. We're joined now by LSU assistant coach and recruiting coordinator, Coach Josh Jordan. And Coach, a couple of setbacks so far this weekend, but Game 3 Sunday, just as important as all the other games in the league throughout the year. So just talk about your guys' focus coming into this afternoon's contest.
Yeah, Bill, they all count the same.
Yeah.
It's one win, one loss. That's how this works. And Sunday's really no more important than Friday. And, luckily for us, we're in a position where we feel like we got a strong group of guys that can toe the rubber for us today. And we've been in this position, 3 of the last 4, if I'm not mistaken. And so, we've been battle tested. No question about the last 2 days haven't gone the way we wanted it. But that's part of playing in the SEC. If you look around the league and look at the scores and look at the head-to-head battles and what's taken place thus far in the season, it's just a dogfight. And when it gets hard, you as a program, you as a team have to get harder and withstand the blows.
Grant Fontenot will get the start for the second straight Sunday. He did a great job last week at Tennessee. What has most impressed you about the way that Grant has developed?
Well, I think, the first thing is his maturity, understanding where he needed to get better and what he had to do in order to be in this position in the program. And he's taken what, our coaching staff has provided to him and put it to use. And again, great outing last week. I mean, we're not in a position to win that baseball game late if we don't get off to a good start with Grant Fontenot. And he had a bend, don't break mentality. That's what he's going to have again today in order for us to be successful.
Notice that in the lineup today, Braden Simpson getting a shot at second base. Braden, of course, in his first year here, transferring from High Point, has been set back by injuries a little bit. But what does he bring to the lineup? What can he possibly do to help you guys offensively?
Well, Braden's got great energy, and he's a great teammate.
Yeah.
When he's not found himself in the lineup, he's been very vocal in terms of supporting his teammates and being a good energy source when he's not in the lineup. And quite honestly, his task today is, one, to play defense, field the baseball, number one. Number two is to maybe give us a jolt, no different than Eddie Yaman did last week. Yeah. And so, again, not going to be an easy day because they've got a talented guy going on the mound. That being said, you're only as good as your approach. And if he has a good approach, he has an opportunity to be successful.
All right, Coach, really appreciate it. Good luck to you guys.
Thank you, Bill.
Coach Josh Jordan with us. Tigers getting set to face Ole Miss in Game 3. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everyone has their own favorite way to experience Louisiana. For some, it's the taste of hot beignets with a creamy cafe au lait. For others, it's swaying to the music of brass bands, Zydeco, and all the music in between. It's boating on the bayou, weaving your way through festivals, road tripping in pursuit of the greatest gumbo. Whoever you are, whatever you crave, Louisiana will feed your soul. Go to findyourlouisiana.com to plan your visit today.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
I'm Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. You can join the movement to end hunger by donating, volunteering, and advocating. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding
Coming back.
Council.
Leading you up to first pitch, this is the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Presented by Visit Baton Rouge, Louisiana's capital city.
Another gorgeous day here in Oxford. We get ready for Game 3, Ole Miss and LSU. A quick reminder, fans, that all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free right there on your mobile device. Just download the LSU Sports mobile app. Take us with you wherever you go. Catch live action. Get the latest news on all of your favorite Tiger teams right there on your mobile device. Again, you can download the app for free on iOS or Android. That's the LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Let's take a look at what's happened so far around the SEC. Again, 3 big games today featuring 6 teams, 2 other series already in the books. And to run that down for us once again, Mr. LSU Baseball, Bill Franquez. Bill?
Thank you, Chris. Yesterday's action in Game 2 in Athens, Georgia defeated Florida 5-1, so that evened that series at 1 game apiece. They wrapped up the series yesterday in Nashville between Oklahoma and Vanderbilt. Oklahoma won yesterday 6-5. As the Sooners win that series 2-1. Also wrapping up yesterday, South Carolina at Missouri. The Gamecocks with a sweep of Missouri. Yesterday's final was 6-4 South Carolina to complete that sweep over Mizzou. Yesterday in College Station, Texas A&M with an 11-4 victory over Texas, as the Aggies have won the first 2 games in that series over the second-ranked Longhorns. Yesterday in Tuscaloosa, Arkansas clinched a series victory over Alabama. Yesterday's final was Arkansas 15, Alabama 6. So the Razorbacks have won the first 2 games in that series. Also clinching a series win on the road is Tennessee. Tennessee has won its first 2 games over number 9 Mississippi State in Starkville. Yesterday's final was Tennessee 6, Mississippi State 2. And in Auburn yesterday, Kentucky edged Auburn by a final score of 5-4. So that series now even at 1 game apiece, and there is one or a few more games underway today. The series finales around the league. Right now, they're in the bottom of the 5th inning in Athens, and Florida leads Georgia 13-5. So the winner of that game will win that series. Texas and Texas A&M just getting underway in Game 3 in College Station. Tennessee off to another good start in Starkville. They're in the bottom of the 1st inning. Here in Game 3, it's Tennessee 2, Mississippi State nothing. Tennessee looking for a sweep in Starkville. Just underway, bottom of the 1st inning, Arkansas is at Alabama, and slated to start at 2 o'clock Central Time. Kentucky will be at Auburn. A quick look at the standings heading into today's play. Georgia in first place at 11-3. Texas and Texas A&M are 9-5. Alabama and Florida are 8-6. Mississippi State, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Auburn, and Arkansas all 7-7. Oklahoma and Vanderbilt are 7-8. Tennessee, LSU are both 6-8. South Carolina is 5-10. Missouri 3-12. Chris, that's the way it looks heading into day 3 of the weekend.
All right, thank you, Bill. LSU Athletics would like to thank its corporate partners: Cox, McDonald's, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. Leading you up to first pitch here in Oxford for Game 3. Set for just after 1:30. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. Up next, we'll take a look at the starting pitchers. Bill will break those down when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air conditioning system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Trane is a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Visit TraneSouth.com today to find a Trane dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train, but it's easy to afford one. Ask for details.
On Alabama's beaches, the coastal code isn't written on signs. It's written in the moments you make. It says, drop your flip-flops in the boardwalk and run. Seashells are the party favors of the Gulf, and all dance floors extend to the shoreline. Ready for a place where play leads the way? You'll get it when you get here. It starts with rule number 1. Start planning at alabamasbeaches.com.
What does it take to be number one? Thanks to you, Louisiana Blue is ranked number 1 by J.D. Power in member satisfaction among commercial health plans in the East South Central region. So thank you, Louisiana. We think you're the best too. Louisiana Blue is a proud partner of LSU Athletics. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Coming back into this one.
Here is a look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
A reminder, fans, Capital One offering checking and savings accounts, no fees or minimums. What's in your wallet? Important and pivotal Game 3 for LSU, already dropping the first 2 on the weekend. Again, as we said, trying to pick up some momentum. Very important week lies ahead, but more importantly, just trying to avoid the sweep. Trying to keep the spirits high as LSU battling now down the backstretch of SEC play here in 2026. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers for today's Game 3. And with that, once again, here's Bill Franquez. Bill.
Ole Miss going with the right-hander Taylor Rabe. He's a sophomore, 6'5", 200 pounds, out of out of Greenville, South Carolina. Rabe has been effective for Ole Miss this season, both as a starter and as a reliever. This will be his 3rd start of the season, his 9th appearance overall. He's 3-1 with a 3.20 ERA. In 25 and a third innings, he's given up 9 earned runs on 22 hits. He's walked only 4 and struck out 32, a .229 opponent batting average. He has given up 2 home runs on the year. The scouting report on Rabe says that he throws 5 different pitches. He's got a big arm. Throws both a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball at 95 to 99 miles per hour. Also throws a cutter at 88 to 92, a curveball at 83 to 86, and a changeup at 86 to 90 miles per hour. So Rabe has been very effective for Ole Miss in a number of different environments and situations. Teams hitting just .229 against him overall. Left-handed hitters hitting just .088 against him, although, of course, he is a right-handed pitcher, but lefties have really had trouble so far this season against Rabe. Meanwhile, LSU goes with Grant Fontenot. Grant making his 2nd straight start in SEC play. Very effective last week. Got Tigers off to a good start last week at Tennessee. He worked 2 2/3 innings, gave up no earned runs on 2 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 3. He played a big role in LSU winning Game 3 and winning that series last weekend in Knoxville. Fontenot overall has no decisions. His ERA is 1.50. This will be his 11th appearance of the year. 12 innings on the year that he has pitched. He's given up just 2 earned runs on 14 hits. He's walked 7 and struck out 15. Of note for Fontenot, he has not allowed an earned run in 11 1/3 straight innings. So he's gone 11 1/3 consecutive innings without allowing an earned run. The last time he allowed an earned run was in his 2nd appearance of the year, February 16th against Kent State. Fontenot, as we know, has also a very big arm, fastball at 95 to 99. Also will throw a sinker. He's been using that sinker more often at 94 to 97, along with a slider, a changeup, and a curveball. So Grant Fontenot, Chris, hopefully will get the Tigers off to a strong start as he did last weekend.
All right, thank you, Bill. Again, sophomore right-hander Taylor Rabe going for the Rebels, and senior right-hander Grant Fontenot for your Tigers. And fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game. You could win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. Coming up, Bill and I will recap the first 2 games and some of the key characteristics that led to Ole Miss going on and winning late in both Game 1 and Game 2. Later, we'll get the starting lineups and first pitch, Game 3, Ole Miss and your Tigers, coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure, or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
At Toyota, we don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
When you shop Albertsons online or in our app, you can count on us to have freshly picked high-quality ingredients ready for pickup or delivery in as little as 30 minutes. Plus, save $30 off your first online order and let Albertsons take the hassle out of shopping while racking up the savings. With free pickup or delivery, you will always get the same great prices, deals, and rewards as in-store. Shop online at Albertsons.com or in the app. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Fans, this LSU baseball moment brought to you by ES&H, keeping South Louisiana safe, compliant, and strong with its expert environmental and safety solutions. Well, the Tigers come into today's Game 3 after dropping the first two, and Bill Franquez, talking to Coach Jay Johnson prior to today's game, he said, I reminded the team that, again, we know as a unit we've got a small margin for error. Now we come into this matchup 6-8 in SEC play. And Coach said there's a number of ways to win a game. There's a number of ways to lose a game, and it can happen in the blink of an eye. And that really has been kind of the case this weekend. When you look back to both Game 1 and Game 2, LSU got out to early leads. Ole Miss would battle back. It was tied. It was a small lead. And then one big inning in both games turned the course. But I know you looked it up today. The difference in free passes really looms large so far through the first two games.
It certainly is the case, Chris. Unfortunately for LSU, there's a big differential in free bases allowed between the two teams. The Ole Miss pitching staff has allowed just a total of 5 free bases. They've walked 4 and had 1 wild pitch, no-hit batters. However, LSU has allowed 16 free bases, 10 walks, 3 wild pitches, 3 hit batters. So a differential in free bases of 16-5. And that, of course, is something that Jay Johnson has pointed to as an area in which LSU must improve and must minimize in order to win these SEC games, especially on the road. And unfortunately for the first 2 games, Ole Miss has had a big edge in that department, and they've capitalized when LSU has made mistakes. In the bottom of the 8th inning, back on Friday night, score tied at 3-3. Some defensive lapses really hurt the Tigers in that contest. And then yesterday, again, LSU off to an early lead, had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Ole Miss started that inning with back-to-back walks. There were a couple of wild pitches after that, and then it just steamrolled from there. As Jay said last night, eventually, when you issue that many free bases, eventually someone's going to hit a home run, and that's exactly what happened as Austin Foley, the Ole Miss catcher, capped that 4th inning with a 2-run homer, and suddenly a 2-0 lead is erased, and you're down 4-2, and then, of course, Ole Miss went on to to have the big 7-run 6th inning and win the game after just 7 innings. So, yeah, the Tigers, in order to win today, must minimize the free bases, also must be able to take advantage of a strong offensive start. They had very good offensive starts against 2 very good pitchers, Hunter Elliott on Friday and Cade Townsend yesterday, but after the first couple of innings, those 2 guys really settled in and got into a groove, and the Tigers weren't able to match Ole Miss offensively. So the key is to get off to another good start today against Taylor Rabe and hopefully sustain that momentum throughout the entire game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Obviously, the pitching's got to avoid giving up the free passes and with runners aboard, making the mistakes. But to your point, offensively, LSU, again, against a team like Ole Miss, when you put people aboard, yes, they do lead the SEC in strikeouts, and they've struck out a bunch so far this weekend. Problem is they've out-hit the Tigers through 2 games, 316 to 250. And again, LSU got to find a way when runners are on to bring them in, especially runners in scoring position with less than 2 out. Been a problem this weekend for the Tigers. We'll find out today. Game 3 as LSU tries to avoid the sweep. We'll continue with more up next on the Hub International On Deck show. Take a look at the starting lineups and then get ready for first pitch here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Every Tiger knows it's not just about where you are, it's about how you play the game. At LSU Online, we bring that same grit and greatness to your education. Whether you're watching from Baton Rouge or beyond, you can earn your degree on your time from anywhere. Flexible, online, built for Tiger Nation. Visit online.lsu.edu and win where you are.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana and the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field.
Coming back in.
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Building better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Playing of the national anthem via violin before we get ready to go here on this Sunday afternoon. Let's take a look at the Cintas starting lineups. First for the homestanding Ole Miss Rebels, now 25-11 on the year, 7-7 in league play. Dom Decker once again for the 3rd straight game will lead it off for Coach Bianco, the second baseman, a junior, batting .243. Tristan Becerra will be in right field, bat second, a senior, with a .328 average. Batting .298, Judd Utermark will be at third and bat third. Will Furness once again will be the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, a senior, batting .309. Hayden Federico been very effective at the plate this weekend. He'll bat fifth. The center fielder, a sophomore, batting .267. Cannon Golden moving up in the order for the Rebs. He'll bat sixth. He'll be in left field. Braden Randall will be the shortstop. He'll bat in the 7-hole. Austin Foley again near the bottom of the order. The Ole Miss catcher will bat eighth. And Owen Pano once again right back there in the 9 spot, the DH for Ole Miss. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 22-14 on the year, 6-8 now in SEC play. Again, Chris Stanfield atop the order. The left fielder, a senior, batting .268. Derek Curiel moving from the cleanup spot to bat second in the order. He'll be in center field, the sophomore, hitting .355. Kate Aaron Beatty also going to move up a spot. He'll bat third as the DH today with a .310 average. Jake Brown will be in the cleanup role. He'll play in right field. The junior batting .326. With a freshman average of .284, Omar Cerna Jr. will be behind the plate catching and bat fifth. Stephen Milam at shortstop will bat sixth. Mason Braun again at first base will bat seventh in the order. John Pearson at third batting eighth. And Braden Simpson making his 13th start of the year. He'll be at second base today and bat ninth in the order. That's a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First pitch, Game 3. LSU on the road against Ole Miss coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Hancock Whitney, we don't leave things to chance, including the Tigers season. That's why we ran thousands of our LSU Visa debit cards through every game day ritual around the Gulf South. Get your LSU Visa debit card and some good game day luck for the Tigers this year. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Gotta carry that purple and gold. Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got second, third degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
17 SEC championships.
One out, bottom of the ninth. Runner at first.
54 NCAA region.
Here we go.
Super regional appearances.
Source comes set. The 0-1.
20 trips to Omaha and the College World Series.
Ground ball towards Dickinson. Flips it to Milam.
8 national titles.
The relay to first in time. Tigers win. Tigers win for the second time in 3 seasons. And the 8th time in program history. The Fighting Tigers reach the pinnacle. They stand alone atop the mountain. Your LSU Fighting Tigers, the 2025 college baseball national champions.
The powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ready to go from Oxford on a Sunday afternoon. Game 3, Ole Miss and LSU. Chris Stanfield will lead it off for the Tigers to get it going here in the top of the first. First delivery from Taylor Ray, missing for ball 1. Time of first pitch, 1:33 Central Time. The 1-0 high chopper towards second base. Coming over, Dom Decker will field it, and the throw to first just in time to beat Stanfield. So he sees 2 pitches, bounces the ground ball 4-3, retired, 1 away. And we'll see Derek Curiel. Time now for your team colors, presented by Kubota. For Earth, for Life. Ole Miss going with the Rebel Red jerseys, white pants, red piping down the leg, blue and white name and numerals on the front and back of the jerseys. Tigers going with the Sunday Golds, white pants, purple piping. Again, military appreciation. The Rebels going with the camo hats. LSU with the traditional purple lids. First delivery to Curiel. Strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Curiel this weekend for the Tigers. 0 for 5. Did score a run. Moving up in the order from the cleanup spot in the first 2 games, batting second here today. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's now 0-2. That fastball, plenty of velocity for Taylor Ray, the most powerful arm LSU has seen this weekend. That fastball going to ride 96, 99. Got a little sinker pitch in that same velocity range, 96 to 98. Hard change. And a hard curveball, to be honest. Here's the 0-2 to Curiel. Off the end of the bat, ground ball. Going to be hit to the third baseman, Utermark, playing in the shortstop role as they shifted to the right. And again, the throw in time to get Curiel. Quickly 2 down.
Taylor Rabe off to a good start here in the first inning for Ole Miss, retiring the first 2 batters. LSU in each of the first 2 games scored in the first inning. LSU had scored 2 against Hunter Elliott back on Friday and scratched across the run yesterday against Cade Townsend.
Cade Arambidi to the plate. He's 2 for 7 against Ole Miss pitching this weekend. Batting third in the order. Rabe ready to work, and the first delivery. Fastball at 97 across the heart of the plate, and it's 0-1. Two outs, nobody on, just underway, top of the first. Taylor Rabe, the right-hander, delivers the 0-1 pitch. Slider with a breaking ball and a swing and a miss, 0-2. Rabe with an arsenal of pitches and ahead in the count, 0-2. Arambidi trying to extend the inning. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, swinging over the top on a pitch that darted down, and quick work by Taylor Rabe sends the Tigers back to the dugout. 1-2-3 here to start the top of the first. As Bill told you, first inning of the weekend, the Tigers without a run. We played a half inning, no score. Ole Miss coming to the plate when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home. They love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. Being a veteran is interwoven into your DNA. It is really the absence of the connection and the purpose that can really drive a lot of veterans to some negative thoughts. For those who are in a suicidal crisis, the window of time to save somebody's life is very short. Our duty is to protect ourselves and protect our families. And one way you can do that is store your weapons safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Coming back.
End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Moving now to the bottom of the first inning. Grant Fontenot finishing up his warm-up tosses. Time now to get your game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. Get a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Keep the power in your hands. Warmest afternoon since arriving here in Oxford. 81 degrees. Partly cloudy skies. Going to stay that way for the rest of the afternoon. No chance of any precipitation, we're told, at the moment. Tigers go 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Fontenot going to try to hold that same serve here against this Ole Miss top of the order, starting with Dom Decker. Again, the recipe for success brought to you each game by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU Athletics. First pitch to Decker, off speed for a strike, or rather a fastball for a strike. Fontenot gets ahead early, 0-1. I think it starts, Bill, with minimizing free passes, as we talked about in the Hub International On Deck show. And a good job there. Fontenot, 2 fastballs back-to-back, and an 0-2 count now to Dom Decker. The 0-2. Ooh, just missed the outside corner with another heater, but it's now 1-2.
Pano just pumping fastballs in right now at 97 miles per hour.
Decker 2 for 8 with a couple of runs scored on the weekend. This pitch just a bit low. Leaving the count 2-2, so 4 straight fastballs offered up by Fontenot. Two delivery. In on the hands with a breaking ball. First off-speed pitch we've seen. They appeal down to third. Decker, they say, held back. That'll fill the count now 3-2. And again, you want to set the tone early if you're Fontenot. Find a way here to get the leadoff man aboard, certainly without giving up the walk. Payoff delivery, ground ball, and it gets by a diving Simpson at second base into right center field. So Decker with the 3-2 delivery drives it just right of second base, and the Rebels have their first hit of the day. Now, Bill J. Johnson was out there. It looked like he was asking to take a review, and I believe he was asking on that pitch that was ruled ball 3 when they appealed down to third. Now Jay going to come back out, talk it over with Christopher Gonzalez. He was trying to get an audience with Jeremy Dupree, the third base umpire. Christopher Gonzalez behind home plate then said, hey, we're not discussing it, back into the dugout. But now Jay's come back out to talk to Gonzalez just left of home plate, and let's see.
Well, it looked like to me that Dupree appeared to be ready to signal strike, ready to call it a strike, and then he suddenly changed to safe, set to no call, no swing. So maybe that's what.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was looking as if he was going to call strike 3, and then they appealed to third. They said he did not go around, and they ruled it ball 3. But nonetheless, puts Decker at first base on the single. Now Fontenot's got to concentrate on Tristan Becerra. The first pitch to the left-hander. Breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Becerra batting .286 against Tiger pitching this weekend. 2 for 7, 3 runs scored. In the top of the order for Ole Miss. That's where they get a lot of the damage done. Here's the 0-1 from Fontenot. Base hit. No, going to be stolen at second base. Great job by Milam, who was shifted over right of second. And that one absolutely burned the infield grass right up the middle. And somehow Milam was able to dive left of the bag, Bill, grab it with the backhand and rise, and at least get the runner at first for out number 1. Another spectacular play off the bat. That looked like a no-doubter up the middle.
That ball was scalded off the bat of Tristan Becerra, who is Ole Miss's top power hitter. But Steven makes a brilliant play, going to his right, diving, making a backhanded stop, getting up in time to fire a strong throw over to first base.
So with 1 out, Ole Miss does have a runner at second base, and Decker. That'll bring Judd Utermark to the plate. And this time LSU going to shift the defense left of second base with a right-handed hitter. Fontenot's delivery misses outside. Quickly falls behind 2-0.
This Ole Miss club hitting just .259 on the year, but they can be a very explosive team offensively.
This off-speed pitch missed inside at the belt. Now make it 3-0 to Utermark, who so far against the Tigers 2 of 7 with 4 runs scored. Does have 1 RBI on the weekend. Fontenot's 3-0 delivery. Going to be a strike at the letters. Take was on by Utermark. Now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball missed outside and low. Utermark will head down to first. Fontenot relinquishes his first base on balls of the day. That'll bring Will Furnace to the plate. Will having a really solid weekend. We mentioned it yesterday, Bill. Not a ton of power numbers for Furnace, but well, when ducks are on the pond, I'm sure Coach Bianco loves to see his big left-handed first baseman come to the plate. Jay Johnson also well aware of it. Now going out to the mound, going to bring in the infield, talk it over with Fontenot, Cerna, and the Tiger defense.
Furnace with 3 hits in 5 at-bats this weekend. He's also walked twice and been hit by a pitch. So he has an on-base percentage this weekend of .750. All 3 hits have been singles, and he has been very productive batting in that cleanup spot in the Ole Miss order. Of course, Will, the son of LSU All-American Eddie Furness. Eddie helped the Tigers win 2 national championships back in '96 and '97, and his son Will carrying on his legacy as an outstanding college baseball player.
So with one out, Ole Miss runners first and second here in the bottom of the first inning. So far no score. Fontenot gonna have to work with runners on base. First pitch to Furness, a slow bouncing but base hit into right field. He'll send the runner Decker in from third, and he will score. The throw going to third, but late, allows Utermark to slide in safely, and Furness again delivers with the RBI. That's number 26 on the year, and Ole Miss takes an early 1-0 lead.
And that's the first earned run now that Grant Fontenot has allowed in 11 2/3 straight innings. He'd gone 11 2/3 innings consecutively without an earned run, but Furness's RBI single breaks that string.
Now we'll see Hayden Federico. Federico leading Ole Miss on the weekend, as we said during the starting lineups. 3 for 4 with a run scored, 3 runs batted in. First pitch, a ground ball and another base hit. A slow bouncer, but it got through the 4-hole. That will score Utermark. Furness trying to get to third. The throw airmailed over the top of Pearson. Luckily catch the side wall and recoils back to John. That'll keep Furness at third, but another base hit and an RBI. And Ole Miss going to extend the lead now. 2-0 on the throw to third. Federico will move on into second base. So now with one out, there's runners second and third, and Federico has absolutely been a thorn in the side of LSU.
Well, he certainly has. Now he's 4 for 5 this weekend with 4 runs batted in.
So now Furness at third, Federico at second, and Cannon Golden, the left fielder, to the plate. The Buford, Georgia native, a left-hander. But before he sees a pitch, Cerna going to rise and call for time and head out to the mound.
Tigers have an active bullpen now. Looks like Gavin Guidry has begun throwing.
And Jay telling us before today's game, look, we're going to go with Grant Fontenot, similar to the plan last Sunday against Tennessee. And he said, hey, maybe 5 to 6 outs.
Yep, this is it.
But we have faith that Gavin, based on last week, can go an extended outing, and he may be called upon to do that now, as Jay now making the slow walk out there. And it looks like that'll be all for Grant Fontenot after Ole Miss plating 2 runs on 3 hits here in the bottom of the first inning. So the pitching change powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, to keep your home turf in tip-top shape. We'll tell you all the numbers on Gavin Guidry and get back to action. Ole Miss leading 2-0, 1 out, bottom of the first. Rebels have runners second and third when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
At Hancock Whitney, we don't leave things to chance, including the Tigers season. That's why we ran thousands of our LSU Visa debit cards through every game day ritual around the Gulf South. Get your LSU Visa debit card and some good game day luck for the Tigers this year. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Gotta carry that purple and gold. Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment.
All right, coming back after this one.
Proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Rebels get to work early here in the bottom of the first inning. Forces the early hook on Grant Fontenot. Gavin Guidry now the right-hander, veteran out of Lake Charles, going to take over out of the bullpen here. Last week had to go 5+ innings, and LSU able to get the come from behind win in 12 innings over Tennessee. We asked to do a little bit more here possibly today, but first things first, try to shut down this bottom of the first for Ole Miss. They've got runners second and third and just one out. Cannon Golden will be at the plate to face off against Guidry.
Guidry making his 12th appearance of the year, his 10th in relief for the Tigers. He's 4-3 with a 5.61 ERA, 33 strikeouts in 25 2/3 innings.
Golden awaits, and the first pitch to the left-hander. A swing and a bouncer foul down the first base line. This weekend for Golden, he's still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 5.
Gavin has allowed 16 earned runs in 25 2/3 innings, 13 walks, 33 strikeouts, just a 191 opponent batting average. He's allowed 1 home run.
Furness down at third, Federico at second base. Here's the 0-1. Golden swings, and another bouncer foul handled by Braun, but right of the first base bag. That'll make it 0-2. Golden down in the hole. Fans, if you're a coach or a CEO and you lead people towards success, you should check out Skip Bertman's book, Everything Matters in Baseball. Just visit skipbertman.net today. Learn ways you can help lead your team to victory. 0-2 the count to Cannon Golden. One out here in the bottom of the first. Guidry kicks and fires. Spikes a breaking ball in front of the plate. Blocked up by Cerna, now 1-2.
In that outing last Sunday against Tennessee, Guidry worked a career-long 5 1/3 innings. Gave up just 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. As the Tigers ultimately prevailed in extra innings.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the Rebel left fielder. Infield playing in, the 1-2. Misses low from Guidry. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 away, Tigers looking to hold the runners at second and third, or at least get a play at the plate. Try to cut off another run by the Rebels. Again, without the traditional force play. Set up at the moment. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First base open. Guidry's 2-2 delivery. Ground ball hit to Milam. Pumps, throws home. Now they're going to get caught in a rundown, but Furness has nowhere to go because Federico's standing on third base. So eventually Pearson tags Furness out a good 10 feet from the third base bag after being run back by Omar Cerna. So the Tigers get exactly what they wanted there. However, with 2 down, still have to face the Rebels with runners second and third because Golden just kept on trucking. So now Federico at third, Golden at second base, and Braden Randall, the shortstop, to the plate. LSU now will bring Pearson even with the third base bag, not holding the runner on. They've got Milam shaded towards second, left of the second base bag. Simpson and Braun in the traditional setup to the right side of the diamond. First pitch to Randall, breaking ball. Peel down to third. They'll say Randall held back, and it's 1-0.
Good execution on that play by the Tigers. Milam fielding it cleanly, firing a strong throw to home to get the out, and Furness alertly getting caught in the rundown, allowing Ole Miss to get 2 runners into scoring position.
1-0 delivery, misses low. 2-0. Runners take their lead, 2 down, a 2-0 Ole Miss lead. The 2-0 pitch. Rifle shot, but foul down the right field line. 2 balls, 1 strike. Fans, FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. 2-1 the count to Randall. Guidry's delivery off speed but upstairs will now make it 3 balls, 1 strike. Randall through the first 2 games, 1 for 6 with a run scored.
He had a big hit in that 4-run 4th inning yesterday for Ole Miss, an RBI single.
Guidry's 3-1. Swing and a foul off the bat of Randall will fill it up now 3-2.
His single yesterday tied the game at 2 apiece in the 4th inning. Then Ole Miss took the lead for good on the home run, a 2-run shot by Austin Foley.
Hayden Federico down the line at third. Cannon Golden with a lead off of second base. The payoff pitch from Guidry, a breaking ball, swung on into shallow center field. Milam going back, and the Tigers shortstop has it for out number 3. However, Ole Miss gets on the board, takes the early lead. 2 runs on 3 hits. They strand 2 runners. We played an incomplete. 2-0 Ole Miss. LSU coming to the plate for the second time this afternoon. They'll have 4, 5, and 6. Brown, Cerna, and Milam. We continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Louisiana runs on hard work, on the field and on the job. ES&H's mission is to continue to be a high-performance company that quickly, safely, and effectively responds to our customers' emergency needs. ES&H provides excellent service with quality and integrity that keeps our state ready for the next inning. ES&H, your partner for a safer, cleaner South Louisiana.
The reigning national champs play here.
Here we go.
Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU coming to the plate. Top of the second inning. Trailing now 2-0. Ole Miss able to put 2 runs up on 3 hits. Taylor Ray back out on the bump for the Rebels. Only 8 pitches needed to retire the first 3 batters back in the bottom, or rather top of the first inning for LSU. It'll be Jake Brown coming to the plate. Jake this weekend 1 for 6 at the plate, or 1 for 8 rather, with a run scored. Did have an RBI with that home run back on Friday. Stands in. Righty on lefty matchup, and the first pitch. Line drive, snagged at first behind the bag by Will Furness. Going to his left, able to use that long reach and pull it in as his glove, and he landed right on the first base line. And Brown down on the liner, and it's 1 away.
We spoke about Furness's size yesterday. He stands 6'4", weighs 240 pounds. He used all of that 6'4" frame to reach out and rob Jake Brown of extra bases.
Now we'll see Omar Cerna Jr., second leading hitter this weekend for LSU, batting .429. He's 3 for 7 at the plate. First pitch from Rabe. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Another fastball just off the outside corner. Evens a count to Cerna, 1-1.
Rabe got a win last week against Florida. Earned a relief win with 4 2/3 innings of work against the Gators.
A 1-1 delivery. Down in the dirt for ball 2, 2-1.
And that outing against the Gators gave up 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Florida won that game 6-4. Ole Miss won the game over Florida 6-4. went on to a series victory over the Gators.
2-1 pitch to Cerna. Fouled off the bat will even the count 2-2. Rabe, product of Greenville, South Carolina, did not appear back in his freshman year 2024 due to injury, but made 15 appearances, 2 starts a year ago as a redshirt freshman. 2-2 the count to Cerna with 1 down and nobody on. The breaking ball, but eye level missing high, and that'll fill the count 3-2.
That outing last week against Florida, 4 2/3 innings, was his longest in an SEC game this season. His other 3 SEC outings no longer than 2 2/3 innings.
Payoff delivery upcoming. Rabe comes set, now the pitch, and Cerna will spoil that 97-mile-an-hour heater. Foul to the third base side. Still 3-2. One out, nobody on for the Tigers here in the top of the second. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on a long delay by Christopher Gonzalez. Cerna was about 4 steps up the first base line, thought he had been walked. Gonzalez, a very slow and deliberate strike 3 call, and Cerna down on strikes. Second out of the inning. Taylor Rabe with his second punch out of the day.
Rabe has retired all 5 hitters he's faced so far. Unlike the first 2 nights, Tigers starting off slowly offensively.
Milam stands in, bats for the first time today. Steven on the weekend batting .429 through the first 2 games. Starting to see a little uptick with the offense. The switch hitter bats from the left side against the right-hander in the first pitch. Missing inside for ball 1, 1-0.
Milam had an RBI double in the first inning of yesterday's game against Cade Townsend.
Rabe's 1-0 pitch. Milam puts a swing on it, but fouls it to the dugout of Ole Miss, to the top of the railing, and a barehanded snag by a Rebel player. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Mentioned Rabe got the fastball 95 to 99. He's got a little sink at 95 to 99. Curveball 83 to 86, and that changeup coming in strong 86 to 90. We saw that cutter a moment ago. Here's the 1-1. Milam, big hack, but sends it foul down the line into the seats and left. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's had some strong outings. 5 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings against Kentucky. 5 strikeouts in just 2 innings against Texas. So he has been very effective both as a starter and a reliever.
He has been very effective against left-handed hitters coming into today. They're all batting under 100. The 1-2 to Milam. Chased a breaking ball and gets away from Foley, but down on strikes goes Milam. Rabe records his 3rd punch out, and the Tigers once again go quietly in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. A 2-0 Ole Miss lead. We head to the bottom of the second on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
I'm Richard Fontenot, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. My brother and I grow rice, soybeans, and raise crawfish on our farm in Evangeline Parish. For a 4th-generation farmer like myself, Louisiana Farm Bureau is as much a part of my life as checking traps or harvesting rice. Our organization is more than 145,000 members strong, and we've been around for more than 100 years. The Louisiana Farm Bureau spans generations, and we want you to join our family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
Coming back.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
2-0 Ole Miss leads. Bottom of the second inning as the Rebels come to the plate. They'll have 8-9 top of the order, starting with the catcher Austin Fawley. Fawley this weekend 1 for 7. Did have that home run earlier in game 2. First delivery from Guidry. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Ooh, not sure where that missed, but they say maybe outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Fawley hitting 191 in SEC play, but he did have that big 2-run homer yesterday.
The 1-1 from Guidry. Swing and a miss. Nice looping breaking ball. Ended up in the left-handed batter's box. Fawley couldn't stay away, and he falls behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guidry's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Gavin Guidry with the strikeout. Cerna will have to throw down to first. He does to Braun to record the first out of the inning. So Guidry, his first strikeout. Good start here to the bottom of the second inning. Now Coach Mike Bianco coming out of the Ole Miss dugout has a brief conversation with the home plate umpire. That didn't look too friendly, but it didn't last long. In fact, our home plate umpire Christopher Gonzalez had a couple of words and turned, walked back to home plate. I don't think Coach Bianco was done discussing things, so barked back at him as he made his way back to the plate. Owen Pano, DH, swings and misses at a breaking ball. Fall behind 0-1. Pano this weekend kind of called upon to get another left-handed bat in the lineup, but he's done a great job. 3 for 6, batting .500. Including his first home run of the season on Friday night. Then had the huge double, his first of the year last night in game 2. Falls behind though with another pitch called strike, and it's 0-2 to Guidry. Gavin fires outside with the pitch. It's 1-2.
As he has in the first 2 games, Coach Bianco loading up on those lefties. There are 7 hitters batting from the left side in this lineup for Ole Miss.
1 out, the 1-2. Missing down low. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pano.
Guidry's been good against left-handed hitting coming into today's game. Lefties were hitting only .214 against him.
The 2-2. Missing outside, now 3-2. Payoff delivery from Guidry. A swing and a miss. Chased the breaking ball down low. Pano down on strikes. Second punch out for Guidry, and 2 gone here in the bottom of the second inning. It just occurred to me. Throughout the weekend, we've heard an extra PA announcer coming through the effects feed. I think I
did too.
Ascertained where it's coming from. I think they've got baseball and softball mixed together for whatever reason. I apologize. We heard some noise yesterday going on during the national anthem, and I thought, who in the world is making that kind of racket? But it wasn't here at Swayze Field. It's at the softball park. Nonetheless, top of the order, Dom Decker comes to the plate. Now a 1-1 count to Decker.
Ole Miss is hosting Texas A&M this weekend in softball.
Decker aboard with a single and scored in that first inning, and he'll swing and foul this one off. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation. Proud partner of LSU athletics. Ole Miss leading 2-0 here, bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch from Guidry off the end of the bat, high in the air to left field. Stanfield going back, this ball carrying, and this ball is gone. Decker with his 6th home run of the year, and Ole Miss with the 2-out, 2-strike home run to left field. It's now 3-0 Rebels.
The wind was not a factor at all in the first 2 games, but the wind is blowing pretty briskly out toward left field, and it got up into that jet stream after Decker hit it. And again, Ole Miss consistently in this series has delivered base hits with 2 strikes, and Decker does it again there.
Tristan Becerra now to the plate with 2 down. First delivery, the breaking ball, missing the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Becerra grounded out to Milam on a spectacular play, his first time up. There's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball to even the count 1-1. Milam again right of second. And after that swing and a miss, they'll move Pearson close to the second base bag all the way over from third. Becerra, the 1-1. Foul to the Ole Miss dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You remember back on Friday night, Becerra did a good job of defeating the shift and hitting the ball the opposite way for a base hit.
1 ball, 2 strikes, a 3-0 Ole Miss lead, 2 down. Swing and a miss. So Guidry gives up the solo home run, but he does strike out 3. It's a 3-0 Ole Miss lead. As the Rebels get 1 run on that 1 hit, they leave nobody on. We played 2 complete, 3-0 Ole Miss. Tigers coming to the plate when we return to Oxford on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
My name is Trina. I'm from New Orleans, and I've been with Blue Cross Blue Shield for almost a year. Last year, it was right after my husband and I got married. I was diagnosed with a heart condition. When I received the diagnosis, I was terrified. And it was just so reassuring to know that I was covered. Knowing that I could really swing those costs was a security like none other. It's empowering. It's very...
Coming back.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Mason Braun will lead it off for LSU. Top of the 3rd. They trail Ole Miss 3-0 here in Sunday Game 3. Braun's had a solid weekend. He's led the Tigers through the first 2 games. 5 of 7 at the plate with a run scored, including a double on the weekend. First delivery missing low and inside on the pitch from Taylor Rabe, and it's 1-0.
Mason with 3 hits back on Friday night and 2 more hits yesterday.
Freshman out of South Bend, Indiana, seeing the baseball well here of late. The 1-0 pitch, big swing, and he fouls it back into the screen. It's 1-1.
Braun now in SEC play has raised his average up to .429. He has 9 hits and 21 at-bats in conference games.
1 ball, 1 strike. Rabe delivers. A strike at the knees to get him ahead now, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Braun. The pitch high and outside. Missing with the fastball, 2-2. Rabe, the tall right-hander, winds the 2-2 pitch, and Braun fights it off. Pitch on the outer edge, fouls it over the third base dugout. Now 2-2.
Rabe needed only 20 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. Retired all 6 batters he's faced.
Two-two delivery. And a swing and a miss. Got Braun to chase one down low. And Rabe adds another strikeout to his total. That's his 4th of the day. 1 away. Here in the top of the 3rd, we'll see John Pearson.
4th strikeout of the day, and he's recorded those 4 strikeouts over the course of the last 5 batters. He's fanned 4 of the last 5 he's faced, including 3 in a row.
Pearson trying to break that streak. Tigers trying to find their first hit of the day against Taylor Rabe. 1 out, nobody on for the Tigers. Foley setting up on the outside to the right-handed hitter, but that pitch square across the plate, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Allen down the heart of the plate. Another fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Pearson. Again, the scouting report says Rabe going to rely on that fastball about 54% of the time against right-handers. Pearson has watched 2 go by. The 0-2 this time puts a swing on that fastball high in the air, foul territory, and chasing it down is Furness down the line in right field. And that'll be the 2nd out of the inning.
Will Furness, not known as a great athlete, but he showed some athleticism there. That was an excellent play. Running into foul territory, making that catch over his shoulder for the 2nd out.
Braden Simpson, after battling an injury, back into the lineup today, getting the start at second base. This will be his first at bat on the weekend, his first at bat in some time. Trying to get a hit for the Tigers. First pitch going to be I believe that cutter for a strike on the outer edge, and it's 0-1.
Simpson's been battling a thumb injury. He was actually unavailable last weekend for the Tennessee series, but getting an opportunity here.
The 0-1, breaking ball, a little bouncer in fair territory, third base side, picking it up, Utermark, releasing quickly in time to first for out number 3. So for the 3rd straight frame, LSU 3 up and 3 down. Ole Miss leading 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 3rd after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everything tastes better after an LSU Tiger victory. Similarly, everything also tastes better once you've baptized it with the handcrafted flavor of the original Louisiana hot sauce. So just imagine how truly tasty something would taste if it was doused in the original Louisiana hot sauce after an LSU Tiger victory. That's Louisiana hot. Buy you some.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought.
All right, back in for this one.
Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
The bottom of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Ole Miss coming to the plate, bottom of the third. They lead 3-0 over LSU here in Game 3 on a Sunday afternoon from Oxford. Gavin Guidry called upon early out of the bullpen for starter Grant Fontenot. So far in the inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. It was the home run to left field. In the bottom of the second inning, they'll face Judd Utermark. The first pitch, fastball, a little high for ball 1, 1-0. This will be pitch 31 for Guidry. Swing and a miss. Utermark late coming around. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Utermark has been on base now 4 times in this series, and he has scored 5 runs.
One pitch, breaking ball, hammered to left field. Utermark comes running out of the chute, makes the wide turn at first, but Stanfield gets the ball back to the infield quickly. Utermark will be held to a single, but the leadoff man aboard for the Rebels here in the bottom of the third.
So for Utermark now, 3 hits in the series. He's walked twice, and he also got on base via a fielder's choice that allowed him to score 5 runs. So he's been very productive, as has the guy at the plate, Will Furness.
Furness indeed already today, adding to his RBI total. Had the single with the ribby in the first inning. The first pitch from Guidry, low and inside, ball 1. Already 4 RBI for Furness on the weekend. Runner at first, the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. 1-1.
Furness on the year came in hitting .309, 2 home runs and 6 doubles, 25 RBI. He now has 26 with that RBI single in the first inning today.
Runner at first, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, and Milam knocks it down, couldn't quite glove it, and again the throw, trying to get the runner at first. They got 2 runners at first base. Braun, though, couldn't hold on to the baseball, and he eventually picks it up and will tag the runner in Utermark out at first base. So again, it looked like a line drive that Milam was going to handle left of second, but he had to turn the glove, Bill, as it dropped down on him. He tried to try it with a basket catch. Looked like it hit the heel of the glove, and then he had to pick it back up. Now, Jay Johnson wants an explanation. Again, it should record the first out, but a little confusion there as Furness was headed to first. Obviously, Utermark initially thought Milam had the line drive, so he came back to first. Milam was trying to quickly throw there, and again, Braun lost it momentarily, but again, you had both Furness and Utermark standing around the first base bag.
So officially, the first base umpire, Jason Johnson, ruled Utermark out and Furness safe.
Yep.
So that would appear to be what the result of the play will be.
Now the umpires finished talking with Jay Johnson. Now they'll huddle up midway up the third baseline here. Again, I'm with you, Bill. Looked like missed on the line drive snag. Milam quickly picked it up. Unfortunately for Ole Miss, Utermark had his eyes on Milam, thought he made the catch, immediately turned around, got back to first, but met Furness there at the bag, and then eventually Braun found the baseball, picked it up, Tad Utermark thought it should be out number 1. Not sure why this discussion is going longer, although we're also not privy to what Jay Johnson was lobbying when he initially came out, but they're still talking it over.
You're right. On the surface, that what you described would appear to be what the ruling is that Braun, by tagging Utermark, records the first out of the inning, and Furness would still be safe because Milam obviously didn't catch the ball.
Looks like they want to bring Coach Bianco over, who really did not put up much of an argument, although after they went to an assembly there on the third baseline, he came out of the dugout. Now they're going to explain to him how they're going to rule on this, but I think it's pretty cut and dry. Should be 1 out, Furness at first. And coming to the plate, getting back to action would be Federico, but now this explanation to Coach Bianco taking a little extended time.
So, yeah, maybe this is more complicated than we think. Because Coach Bianco doesn't seem too pleased with what the umpire is explaining to him. May have to go deep into the rule book to find out what rule is applied here.
They're still talking it over, and you're right. Now Coach Bianco doing a lot more talking than listening at the moment, but looks like they may finish it up. And they have, and now he's going to explain to us what the decision will be.
Currently, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to actually ask instant replay if we can actually look at the interference potentially at first base. This play is under further review.
So I guess Jay Johnson was ruling that because Utermark decided to come back thinking Milam had received the line drive in the glove cleanly, that then the throw to first was hampered by, obviously, because Milam stepped on second before making the throw, trying to double up Ole Miss. It was a heads-up play. However, Utermark was on his knee with his back to second base, just kneeling on the first base bag, which again Furness has the auxiliary bag, but again I think Jay Johnson was saying they couldn't turn to because of runner interference, so that changes a little bit of everything. So they're asking now the crew chief for collaborative replay to come in and rule on this. So that's probably why Coach Bianco was not happy, because LSU's lobbying, Bill, I think, for a double play.
Yeah, I think that you're right. The part about Milam stepping on the bag, that obviously changes a lot, because Utermark was already out when Milam stepped on the bag. So, yeah, you're right. The question is, did the interference by Utermark inhibit LSU from turning a double play?
Yeah, after watching the replay, it was a heads-up move by Milam. Again, couldn't field the line drive. He had to drop the glove angle at the last moment, but picked it up, ran to second, stepped on the bag, which is the out on Utermark, and then tried to throw to Braun, but Utermark was, again, knee on the bag, back to second base, and I believe hit him in the back, the throw. Here we go.
After review, there is no interference at first base. The runner is at second, though, but he will remain at first base, and there is no challenge actually exhausted on any team. Each team has 2 remaining challenges.
So they settle it that way. I'm not sure LSU and Jay Johnson going to be totally satisfied, but they do not lose a challenge. That was a crew-initiated challenge. Probably had to, as you said, Bill, go back and say, hey, exactly what is the rule on that? But I have a hard time believing that wasn't interference. I don't know how you're able to throw that ball to first with a runner standing there with his back on the bag.
Yeah,
Braun was supposed to do?
Yeah, he actually had to reach around the body of Utermark to even feel the ball.
Tough break in a way for LSU, although they do record the first out at second base. Now we'll get back to baseball with Federico coming to the plate. He had a single his first time up. And the first pitch from Guidry, a called strike. And the RBI single did Federico, who's had a well of a weekend. 4 for 5 at the plate through 2 games. 1 run scored, 4 RBI. Guidry's 0-1 pitch to the left-hander. Ooh. Cerna kind of thought that was a strike. So did Guidry. They ruled it too far inside. 1-1. Furness not much of a threat to steal. Will take a 2.5-step lead off of first. Guidry, the right-hander, comes set. Here's the 1-1 to the plate. Gonna hit him. Caught him on the top of the cleat. That'll put Federico down at first, so he'll reach base again, and now with one out. Traffic starting to build again for Ole Miss. Here in the bottom of the third inning, leading 3-0.
Again, those free passes that have plagued LSU all weekend become a factor again here in this inning. So Ole Miss trying to build its 3-0 lead. Another threat.
Cannon Golden arrived safely out of fielder's choice. Eventually that throw going to third.
Federico taking a little time to shake off the effects of that hit by pitch. He ran down the right field line and now is walking back to the bag.
So they make sure that Federico is okay. Trainer back into the Ole Miss dugout. And Cannon Golden bat for his second time today. He's got Furness at second, Federico at first, and the first pitch from Guidry. Swung on, bouncing ground ball. Simpson throws to Milam. The relay not going to be in time to turn two, but they'll get the force at second on Federico for the second out of the inning. Now Ole Miss runners on the corners with two down.
Ball was hit pretty well by Golden, but a nice play by Braden Simpson, who has not had a whole lot of experience at second base this year. He does get the lead runner, or I should say the runner at second base. The lead runner now, of course, is at third. And
that was a good idea by Simpson, as you said. Good job getting to the ground ball. It was a long throw as it carried him into right field. But with two down, runners on the corners, there's a swing and a miss by Randall. And not sure what Cerna was doing there. He threw the ball all the way down to Milam at second base, but nobody for Ole Miss is down there. Nonetheless, it's 0-1 the count to Randall. Randall popped up to Milam in shallow center field his first time up. The 0-1. Breaking ball, a bouncer, going to be handled by Braun, and he will get to the bag, step on it for out number 3. So the Rebels threaten to come up empty. No runs, one hit, 2 men left on. It's a 3-0 Ole Miss lead. Tigers looking for something here in the top of the 4th inning. They'll send to the plate, top of the order, Stanfield, Curiel, and Aaron Beatty when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Something new is happening at Cox. Now the price of your Cox internet and mobile plan won't go up for 3 years, and Wi-Fi equipment is included. So no frustrating price changes, just a lot more of what you want, like a pizza with extra pineapple. Yikes. Okay, let's stick with something everyone wants. No price changes on your plan, guaranteed. Learn more at cox.com/value. Must have at least 500 megabits per second speeds and Cox Unlimited mobile. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee. Mobile data speeds reduced after 20 gigs usage per month.
Hey, Tiger fans, there's nothing quite like game day at the box. To add to the excitement at the ballpark, enjoy our all-beef 44 Farms Tiger Dogs. The finest dogs in the land because they are made of all-natural Angus beef. To learn more, please visit them at 44steaks.com. That's 44steaks.com. 44 Farms, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
From corner stores to crawfish boils, the Louisiana Lottery's been making winners and memories for 35 years.
To celebrate our 35th anniversary, we're introducing a host of new anniversary scratch-offs.
Louisiana Treasures. Say it, Louisiana. Taste of LA. Play-O. And it's a Louisiana thing.
5 games. Back in after the spot.
Louisiana Lottery. Celebrating 35 years of reasons to smile.
Must be at least 21 to purchase. The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Chris Stanfield atop the order will lead it off for the Tigers. They trail Ole Miss 3-0. Top of the 4th frame, fans scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Stop by today, order online, or use the app. Walk On Sports Bistro, game on. Standing with a ground out 4-3. start the game back in the first inning. Taylor Rabe has been solid once again in a starting role. LSU able to get to the first 2 starters this weekend early in the game. Then they settled down. Taylor Rabe taking another approach here. Strong right out of the gate. First pitch a strike. Second delivery a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Again, the Tigers yet to find a bingo pest product base hit against Taylor Rabe. 0-2 the count to Stanfield. The 0-2 pitch stayed away and it missed low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
9 up, 9 down so far for the Tigers. LSU looking for its first base runner of the game.
A 1-2 pitch, a bouncer to third. Unimark moving to his left. Gloves throws to first. Stanfield retired. 5-3, 1 away. Derek Curiel now will try to find the first hit off of Taylor Rabe.
Tigers have not hit the ball with any solid contact yet, except for Jake Brown. Jake Brown lined it hard, but Furness made a great play at first base. Otherwise, it's either been a strikeout or weak contact from the LSU hitters.
Again, Curiel will try to change that here in his second at bat. He'll shift the infield over to right. Side of the diamond. First pitch is upstairs. They appeal to third, and they say Derek held back. Got tempted by the high fastball, but stayed away, according to third base umpire Jeremy Dupree. 1 ball, no strikes to Curiel. Again, Decker playing deep at second base, a good 20 feet into right field with a left-handed hitting Curiel at the plate. The 1-0 pitch, low for ball 2. 2-0.
Curiel looking for his first hit of the series. He's 0 for 6 so far this weekend.
Two balls, no strikes. And the Tigers center fielder. The pitch from Rabe. Again, miss low. Good take by Curiel. Has the count in his favor now. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch number 39 for Rabe, and the 3-0 is a strike at the knees. Curiel putting the onus on the Ole Miss right-hander. Now 3-1. Three-one pitch, swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
Firm off-speed pitch that time by Rabe.
Again, had that late snap. Curiel just missed it with the bat. 3-2 now the count. Payoff delivery, ground ball into the shift, right to the second baseman Decker, out in shallow right. The throw to Furness in time, 2 gone. Aaron Beatty now will try to find the first bingo pest product hit for the Tigers today. They're in the top of the 4th inning.
Credit Rabe there. He was down in the count 3-0 to Derek Curiel and was able to retire Derek on a ground ball.
First delivery. Sharply hit, but foul just over the screen, way up top, right side. That one smoked on a fastball offering. 0-1 though to Aaron Beatty. Cade, a strikeout victim, back in the first. 2 outs, nobody on. 3-0. Ole Miss leads. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 97, and it's quickly 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball missed low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cade Aaron Beatty. With 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Rabe fires. Again, goes with that changeup, or rather slider, and it missed low and away for the 2nd straight attempt. It's now 2-2.
He's only thrown 45 pitches, which you would expect since he's retired 11 in a row now.
2 outs, there's the 2-2. Breaking ball, maybe that cutter missed low. Now feels the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rabe today, 3 2/3. No hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 2 outs, nobody on for the Tigers. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Almost hit him. That'll put Aaron Beatty aboard with the walk.
All right, so the Tigers get their first base runner. Excellent work by Aaron Beatty after falling behind in the count 0-2. He draws the walk, and now he gives Jake Brown a chance to swing. And as we said earlier, Brown's the only hitter so far who's seen the ball well against Rabe.
Brown awaits. Runner at first, 2 down. Rabe fires. Going inside, ball 1.
Brown homered in his first at bat of the series back on Friday night. But he is hitless since then. He's 1 for 9 so far this weekend.
Aaron Beatty able to break up Taylor Rabe's perfect game here with the walk with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. And the Tigers find a 2-out rally here, down 3-0. Breaking ball swung on and fouled straight down into the dirt by Brown to even the count 1-1. Getting the Rebels 3 runs on 5 hits. Tigers looking for their first hit of the day. See if Brown can deliver. Quick turn and throw to keep an eye on Aaron Beatty. He slides back safely. One ball, 1 strike to Jake Brown. Rabe fires. Ooh, strike at the knee. Thought that one may be a little low. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes gets Rabe ahead in the count. Pitch number 51 for the Ole Miss starter. Runner at first, 2 down, and a 1-2 count to Jake Brown. Pitch to the plate. Ground ball hit to Decker at second, takes it on the short hop throw over to first in time for out number 3. Well, the Tigers get their first base runner, but no runs, no hits, and 1 man left on. Played 3.5 here in Oxford. It's a 3-0 Ole Miss lead on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Squeeze every ounce of life out of every day. Memorize every sunset, every face you love, and climb every obstacle until you can't go higher. With Louisiana Blue, you're free to soar because you've got the compassion of the cross, the security of the shield, and the comfort of blue behind you. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana in the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Back in after this one.
On and off the field. Go Tigers!
The bottom of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Tigers trailing 3-0 to Ole Miss here in Sunday's Game 3. The Rebels come to the plate. Austin Foley, the catcher, who was a strikeout victim back in the 2nd inning. Well, started off for the Rebs. It'll be Foley, followed by Pano, and then top of the order, Dom Decker. Ole Miss 3 runs, 5 hits. The Tigers only 1 base runner so far. Aaron Beatty with a 2-out walk broke up the perfect game, but Taylor Rabe has not relinquished a hit as of yet to the Tigers. There's a swing and a miss on the slider offering by Guidry, and it's 0-1.
Guidry's now worked 2 2/3 innings, 1 run, 2 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts for the right-hander.
The 0-1 launched in the air, left center field. Stanfield going back, reaches up, makes the grab as he slams into the wall at the 365 marker. Chris a little slow getting up. He's laying on his back out there. Now Jay Johnson coming out of the dugout. Isaac Trujillo now sprinting his way out to left center as Chris now sitting up. Jake Brown over there taking a look on his left fielder. And Chris very slow trying to get up to his feet, but he's going to stay down.
Brilliant catch by Stanfield, but he crashed into that wall very hard. Remember, he's had issues with his left hand, and he may have re-injured that hand.
He did on Tuesday night as well, going into the wall there at Alec Box Stadium, trying to again brace himself with that left hand. Again, we'll have to see a replay here as he had to go up. Thought his back was a little towards the wall, but again, once he hit the wall, not sure if that's a re-aggravating injury to the hand or just maybe had the wind knocked out of him, but trying to see way out there on the track. Looks like Isaac is working with. And now they're going to help him to his feet.
You might be right, Chris. He may just have the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be favoring or giving to that left hand. He's just more trying to compose himself, maybe catch his breath. Yeah, it's Jay Johnson out there talking it over with Stanfield as well. So hopefully he just needs a few moments. Going to stay in the game here. Made a heck of a play out in left center on a sharply hit ball by Foley to record out number 1.
Yeah, it looks like it was his body that made the contact, and his hand was mostly away from the wall as he made the catch. The major impact came from his midsection into that wall, and Chris appears to be trying to walk it off and get his breathing back normal.
So again, an injury timeout here at Swayze Field. Chris still kind of slowly walking around in circles. Coach Johnson and now Isaac Trujillo gonna make their way back to the dugout. The long sprint from left center, and Stanfield appears to be all right. He'll stay in the game. So with 1 away, Foley retired. We'll see Owen Pano now at the bottom of the order. The DH, who was a strikeout victim his first time up today. A reminder, fans, Toyota Summer Starts Here sales event coming up. Start your summer right in an exciting new Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or Toyota.com today. And to your point, Bill, just before that fly ball out to left center, Gavin Guidry once again, much like on Sunday, at least battling here. Gave up the solo home run, but called upon for early relief. Got to stay down, try to keep recording outs until the LSU offense can get cranked up. 1 out, and the first pitch to Pano, the left-hander. Strike on the inside corner on a delayed call by our home plate umpire, and it's 0-1.
He entered the game in the first inning at LSU already down 2-0, second and third, and just 1 out, and prevented any further damage in that first inning.
The 0-1 breaking ball inside, got away from Cerna. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pano, as we said, has had a really good weekend. Not sure if Coach Bianco maybe leaves him as the DH for a while, but Certainly has made the most of this opportunity on the weekend. Sends another fly ball high and deep to left field, and this time Stanfield runs out of room. Pano with his second home run of the series, second of the year. That'll make it a 4-0 Ole Miss lead with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Owen Pano homered against Kason Evans back on Friday night, and he homers here against Gavin Guidry, making only his 8th start of the season. But he has definitely made his presence felt in this series. Pano now with 5 RBI, 2 home runs, and 2 doubles this weekend.
So with just one out, back to the top of the order, Dom Decker to the plate. 2 for 2 so far today as that first pitch outside comes out of the mid of Cerna. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Getting 4 runs on 6 hits so far for the Rebels. 1-0 pitch. Off speed strike on the inner half, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, just missed the outside corner with that breaking ball, 2-1. Decker a single and scored in the first, and a solo home run in the second. 2-1 pitch, fastball, fouled out of play left side. That'll even it up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dom Decker. Guidry trying to retire him for the first time today. Got the single off Fontenot, the home run off Guidry. Pitch low and inside. Now it's a full count, 3-2. Ole Miss starting to have some activity toiling down in that right field bullpen. Nobody up and throwing, but calisthenics are underway. Here's a ground ball. Pearson was playing in the 6 hole, trying to dive and knock it down. It gets under him and into shallow left center. 7th hit of the day for Ole Miss, and Decker now 3 of 3 on the afternoon.
Decker going the opposite way. Tigers just with 1 defender on the left side of the infield. Pearson, who just could not quite get to it. Decker has been a real force from the leadoff spot in this game.
Shift again hurts the Tigers. Milam standing over there, and that's a different outcome. They'll stay in the shift with Milam right of second base with a left-handed hitter in Becerra coming to the plate. Ground out and a strikeout today for the right fielder. Decker 7 of 9 in stolen bases, but the first pitch to Becerra absolutely torched. This one right of the batter's eye and right center. 2-run bomb for Becerra. That's going to be his 15th homer of the year. And it's now 6-0 Ole Miss.
Tigers have done a pretty good job against Becerra all weekend. He did not have an extra base hit this weekend until that one. No doubt, as soon as it left the bat, Becerra knew it was gone.
LSU down now 6-0. 6 runs, 8 hits for the Rebels. Judd Utermark. First delivery low from Guidry, and it's 1-0. The Rebel third baseman aboard on a walk and scored in the first. Had a single left stranded in the third. The 1-0 pitch. Utermark swings. It's a fair ball. 1 hopper inside the bag at third. Pearson snags it. A couple of bounces over to first on the throw, but Braun cannot corral it. And Utermark safe at first. Another tough break for the Tigers. That one absolutely scorched on a 2 hopper just inside the bag. Pearson, great job to get it on the dive. He had the tough long throw. He bounced it twice, trying to get it to skip across the infield. Hit Braun on the leather, but he couldn't corral it. And still one out, runner on for Ole Miss. And we'll see Will Furness, but now Jay Johnson with a slow trot out to the mound.
Tigers do have an active bullpen right now. Ole Miss in this inning really seeing the ball well against Gavin Guidry. Even the one out that has been recorded was a very loud out. It took a brilliant catch by Chris Stanfield crashing into the wall to retire Austin Foley. But since then, it's been a Pano home run, a Decker single, a Bacetta home run, and a Udemark single. And LSU has an active bullpen that appears to be lefty Santiago Garcia throwing in the pen right now for the Tigers. And it appears as if there's a right-hander stretching as well, maybe Devin Sheeran, but it is Santiago Garcia who is actually throwing from the bullpen mound right now.
Motivational speech by Jay Johnson. He will now head back to the dugout. Guidry will remain on the mound. 55 pitches thrown. Tigers having a tough time, as Bill said, certainly here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Missing the bats for Ole Miss. So far, 3 runs on 4 hits. Runner goes on the first delivery, and it gets away from Cerna after skipping down in the dirt. Into second base goes Udemark with his 8th stolen bag of the year. A 1-0 count now to Furness at the plate.
I mentioned it yesterday, Chris. Udemark has deceiving speed for a guy his size. He's 6'5", 250 pounds, but he broke on the pitch and records his 8th steal of the year.
Furness awaits the 1-0. This one inside, got away from Cerna, and Udemark will stroll his way into third. Again, we touched on it. Friday night here at Swayze Field, it was the bottom of the 8th. The Tigers kind of came unglued, allowed Ole Miss to plate 3 runs to go on to win 6-3. It was the bottom of the 6th inning yesterday where Ole Miss broke it open with 7 runs. I've got 3 here so far in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-1 pitch to Furness floats and misses outside. Now 3-0 the count. Furness, by the way, an RBI single in the first and reached base on a fielder's choice that took a review on a line drive to Milam that he had to pick up and throw to first. Here's Furness with a base hit. Right center field. That will score Udemark. Second RBI of the day for Furness. RBI number 27 on the year. And with runners in scoring position, Will Furness has been an absolute danger this weekend. That is his 5th RBI of the series, and that will be all for Gavin Guidry. Jay Johnson now back out. He's made a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine. Hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. It's now a 7-0 Ole Miss lead. Bottom of the 4th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sauces. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side, but it's Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
BRQ Seafood and Barbecue is a home run for flavor, excitement, and an unforgettable experience. Savor their daily specials or indulge in their brunch every Saturday and Sunday. Special occasion? Let BRQ cater your event or host your gathering on their outdoor patio, The Backyard. Now open daily. As the official catering service of LSU Athletics, they are the top choice for your game-winning celebrations. Visit online at brqrestaurant.com. See their daily specials, catering options, or to reserve a table. BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, where unforgettable moments await, both on and off the diamond.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor.
Coming back in here.
To athletics.
back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Third pitcher of the day for the Tigers, called upon out of the bullpen. Santiago Garcia, the Oregon transfer, the left-hander, going to take over here. Trying to put out a fire. Ole Miss 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They've been able to do so. Seeing the baseball extremely well, as Bill said moments ago. 4 runs on 5 hits. They have no intention of slowing down here. It'll be up to Garcia to provide the kind of slow down this Ole Miss offense. They'll face one of the hottest hitters this weekend for the Rebs, and Hayden Federico, when he finishes up his warm-up tosses.
Santiago Garcia, junior lefty transfer from Oregon. He's making his 13th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 4.85 ERA. In 13 innings, he's given up 7 earned runs on 12 hits. He's walked 7 and struck out 22, a .245 opponent batting average. And he's allowed 2 home runs on the year. Garcia is making his 5th appearance in conference play. He has 7 strikeouts in 5 SEC innings.
Federico 4 for 5 at the plate this weekend. 1 of 1 today, and it looks like
a pitch clock violation, apparently.
I didn't see the indication. He pointed to the clock. Did he give us? Yep, now there he goes. A 1-0 count. So Garcia starts off with a pitch clock violation, and it's 1-0 to Federico. Today had a single and an RBI in the first. He was hit by a pitch, got aboard in the third. Now a throw over, trying to keep an eye on Furness, who, as we said, not known for stealing bases. In fact, he has not attempted one this year. But did have a sizable lead, and Garcia, the left-hander, decided to throw over. .1-0 delivery on a strike with a breaking ball from Garcia. It's 1-1.
Federico, a switch hitter, turning around, batting from the right side now.
Here's the 1-1. This is low with a fastball.
Federico's had a huge weekend. He's got 4 hits. He's walked 3 times, and he's been hit by a pitch twice.
Runner at first, 1 out, 2-1 pitch. Low for ball 3, now 3-1. .3-1 delivery. That one is strike. I'll fill the count 3-2 to Federico. Over the weekend, Federico aboard twice on a walk. He was hit by a pitch, as we mentioned earlier. Here's the throw by Garcia, checking on Furness again, and he throws it away. Down in the dirt, Braun can't dig it out, and they give Furness second base. Again, it's uncanny this weekend, Bill, that when things go bad in a single frame, they have gone really bad. It starts to compound itself. You add to the fact that Ole Miss has taken advantage of those opportunities with some really hard-hit baseballs today. No surprise you're down 7-0. Got to find a way to get out of this one. Breaking ball missed inside. Federico again will find his way aboard, this time by way of walk. Runners first and second now with 1 out.
You're right. Things have unraveled for the Tigers at critical points in the game. The 8th inning on Friday night, the 4th inning yesterday, the 6th inning again yesterday, which ended up in the run rule result. And now
Ole Miss threatening again to put up some big numbers.
7 runs now on 10 hits so far today. Cannon Golden awaits. Pitch to the left-hander way outside from Garcia. 1-0. A few more personnel headed down for LSU into the bullpen in left. 1 out. Runners first and second for the Rebs. Here's the 1-0 from Garcia. Off the end of the bat, high in the air, but shallow left field. Milam now calling for it near the line, and the shortstop has it for the second out of the inning. It's a good thing Milam was able to spot it quickly. Pearson, it appeared, looked up. Maybe lost it in the sun, staring right into it. Milam coming over from shortstop, had a better angle on it. Towards the second out of the frame. Runners still remain first and second. Now with Golden retired, we'll see Braden Randall. Randall today 0 for 2. See if Garcia can come after him and get the Tigers back into the dugout. First pitch from the left-hander, a bouncer towards first. Braun has to wait on some high bounces. Now tosses to Garcia, who just beats the speedy Randall to the bag for out number 3. But Ole Miss widens the gap. 4 hit runs on 5 hits, 1 error by the Tigers. And we go to the top of the 5th with some work to do. LSU trailing 7-0 here in Game 3 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the Lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
444 for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up, throw your fours up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 444 for the number you gotta dial. Throw your fours up.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues, born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Coming back.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Top of the 5th inning, LSU finds themselves down 7-0 here in Game 3. Omar Cerna to lead it off. It'll be Cerna, Milam, and Braun due up 5, 6, and 7 to face Taylor Rabe, who has been nothing short of lights out. Giving up 1 walk today, yet to relinquish a hit to the Tigers. First pitch, breaking ball strike, set up Cerna 0-1. One delivery, high and outside, evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cerna so far today was caught looking. First time up back in the 2nd inning, had a pretty good weekend. 3 for 8 so far. Here's the 1-1. Line drive foul down the third base line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Remember, fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. SeatGeek, official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. The 1-2 pitch to Cerna. Foul back into the screen to stay alive. Still 1-2.
So Rabe's longest outing of the year has been 4 2/3 innings. That was actually in a start last week against Florida. He started that game against Florida and went 4 2/3. So he's at 4 innings right now, working into the 5th. He's only thrown 56 pitches.
The 1-2. Cerna able to get a piece of the breaking ball, send a bouncer foul down the third base line, keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cerna going to try his best to maybe hasten the exit of Taylor Ray, but right now he is locked in. As Bill said, under 60 pitches thrown. Got no reason to think Mike Bianco's not going to let him continue to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cerna. Here's the pitch. And did he go? They say he did. Cerna couldn't hold back on a breaking ball down and away. So Ray records yet another strikeout, his 5th of the day. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th, and now Stephen Milam.
Jay Johnson said it before this series that Ole Miss had the best pitching staff from top to bottom the Tigers will have faced all season, and that certainly has been the case throughout the first 2 games and halfway through this one.
And the Tigers 15 hits through the first 2 contests, only mustered again 5 runs. Milam switching and batting again from the left side. The switch hitter. The pitch from Ray misses down for ball 1, 1-0. Milam in his first at bat, strikeout victim. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Milam swings, little tapper foul to the Ole Miss dugout. Now an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. LSU Athletics in partnership with Baton Rouge Area Foundation and Visit Baton Rouge. Proud to present Death Valley Live. World-class entertainment and events coming to Tiger Stadium. Go to lsusports.net/Death Valley Live for additional dates and upcoming information. The 1-1, and Milam swats one high, and it's deep to right field, but Becerra on the track has room. Makes the play for out number 2.
We'll get you up to date on other SEC action. We can tell you that the Texas A&M game has been delayed by weather. They have not yet started that game in College Station. Texas A&M has won the first 2 games of the series. Bottom of the 7th inning in Tuscaloosa, Alabama and Arkansas are tied at 2 apiece. Arkansas has won the first 2 games of that series.
So now with 2 gone, Mason Braun, who's been effective at the plate this weekend, struck out his first time up back in the 3rd. First pitch, 1 hopper. Will be handled by Decker at second base, and a quick throw over to first, and the Tigers again go quietly. Still looking for their first hit of the day. Tigers trail 7-0. We move now to the bottom of the 5th inning on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating.
Coming back after this one.
Cheers.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
7-0 our score here in Oxford. Ole Miss leading LSU in Game 3. Tigers trying to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Rebels since that 2022 season that really turned Ole Miss's season, leading them to a national championship in Omaha that year. But you got to go back a ways. The last time the Tigers lost 3 here in Oxford, in fact, 2010. Austin Foley will lead it off for the Rebels as Garcia's first pitch got loose high and outside, 1-0.
Yeah, this has always been a tough place to play for LSU, but Tigers haven't been swept here since 2010, 16 years ago.
It's a strike from Garcia. Off speed, 1-1.
It's odd that each of the previous 3 series between these teams have ended up in sweeps.
1-1, swing and a miss by Foley. Chased one outside, 1-2.
Back in 2022, Ole Miss swept LSU in Baton Rouge. Tigers swept Ole Miss here in 23, swept Ole Miss in 24 in Baton Rouge.
1-2. It's low and leaving the count now to Foley. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Of course, last season the teams didn't play in the regular season. Ole Miss defeated LSU in the SEC tournament semifinals last year.
Garcia, a left-hander, winds the 2-2 and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Foley for the second time today. Strikeout victim to Guidry earlier back in the second. He's now 0 for 3. A good start for Garcia here, at least in the bottom of the 5th inning, retiring the leadoff hitter. Now we'll see Owen Payne, who's 1 for 2 today. Second home run of the weekend, second of the season. Solo shot back in the 4th. Garcia's first pitch missed inside at the knees, ball 1.
I'll give you the rest of that SEC scoreboard. Tennessee trying to sweep Mississippi State in Starkville.
Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball from Garcia will even the count 1-1.
They're in the bottom of the 8th inning of Game 3. Tennessee leading Mississippi State 4-2.
The 1-1 delivery, a little low. 2-1 now the count to Pano.
Kentucky and Auburn playing Game 3. Each team has won a game. Auburn leading this one 4-0 over Kentucky, middle of the 4th inning. They're going to the bottom of the 4th.
Mike Bianco a little upset coming out after the last pitch, and he and the home plate umpire had a quick conversation. It looked a little heated. Here's the 2-1 to Pano. A little miss low at the knees. Now 3-1 the count.
And one final in. Florida wins the series in Athens this weekend over 4th-ranked Georgia. The Gators defeated the Bulldogs today 13-7.
3-1, swing and a miss by Pano, and that'll fill the count now, 3-2.
So Florida wins that series. The Gators now 9-6 in SEC play. Georgia still in first place at 11-4.
Payoff delivery from Garcia. A ground ball towards second base. Going to be snagged, though, by Braun, who went diving to his right, and then covering is Garcia, who takes the flip toss for out number 2. So Braun, excellent job defensively there. Simpson was going to be a little late coming over. Braun made no hesitation, Bill, that was going to be his ground ball, and he makes the backhand snag on the dive.
Now, Mason Braun certainly has represented himself in a first-class manner, both at the plate and in the field. That was an excellent play by the first baseman.
So with 2 down, Dom Decker, who happens to be 3 for 3 on the day atop the order. First pitch at the knees for a strike from Garcia, and it's 0-1. Rebels second baseman with a single and scored in the first, a solo home run in the second, and a single and scored in that 4th. Peeled down to third, they'll say Decker went around on a pitch down low, and it's now 0-2. So Garcia working ahead here, trying to make quick work of the Rebels in the bottom of the 5th inning. Something that's been hard to do for the Tigers, certainly today. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Garcia paints the outer edge, gets the punch out. His second in relief, and it is a quick inning for the Rebs. They go 3 up, 3 down. We have played 5 complete. It's a 7-0 Rebel lead. LSU coming to the plate with Pearson, Simpson, and top of the order Stanfield after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Elevate
Ignite your game day spirit with Sugarfield Spirits, the official vodka of LSU Athletics. When crafting the perfect mixed drink, our vodka's the winning choice that'll have your taste buds cheering for more. Sugarfield Spirits, where the spirit of the Tigers meets exceptional locally made vodka. See our winning lineup at sugarfieldspirits.com or visit us at our tasting room in Gonzales.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com. Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at Hub International.
All right, coming back in for this one.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball and the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU, a long way to go. Down 7-0 here in Game 3, but you got to start somewhere. Why not John Pearson, the Tiger third baseman, will lead it off. Taylor Rabb has been spectacular in the starting role so far for Ole Miss. Yet to give up a hit in today's game, has one walk, but has held the Tiger bats down. First delivery missing to Pearson for ball one, and it's 1-0. John today popped up foul territory, handled by Will Furnace over at first base. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball missed away, now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to John Pearson. The pitch goes back to the fastball, losing a little of the velo here. Just a bit. That one at 93, but it gets the job done. 2-1 now, the count to Pearson. Two-one delivery. High chop towards second base. Decker fields it on the high hop, throws to Furnace in time. One gone.
Taylor Rabe through 5 1/3 innings has not allowed a base hit. He's now thrown 66 pitches. And this is his longest outing of the year.
Braden Simpson again getting the start today. Stands in 0-1. He grounded out to Utermark at third base his first time up. First pitch going to hit him in the arm. So Simpson, with a one-out hit by pitch, will head down to first base. So again, one walk now, one hit batter for Taylor Rabe. The Tigers haven't had but one other base runner, Bill, both by free pass. See if Stanfield at the top of the order can start it off for LSU, get some solid contact, find himself safely at first base, and start this comeback. Tigers down 7-0. Rabe now working from the stretch. Big lead by Simpson off of first, and the first delivery to Stanfield. A called strike. The breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
Tigers have recovered from one 7-0 deficit this season to win, so why not do it again?
Rabe, the 0-1. Fouled off the bat of Stanfield. 0-2.
But it's going to be a tough assignment against this Ole Miss pitching staff. They have a lot of arms available behind Rabe. They had a lefty warming earlier. Looks like he's still up on the bullpen now.
One out, runner at first, and Simpson. An 0-2 count to Stanfield. Rabe fires. High chop towards second base. Coming over, fielding it. Randall slides on the second base bag, trying to turn two. Stanfield beats it out at first. The throw got away from Furness. Now they're going to say that Stanfield is out. The second base umpire, Clint Fagan, I believe, ruling interference out of the baseline for Stanfield. That's going to bring a conversation from Jay Johnson, but it will result initially in the double play. Great job by Randall, who went for the ground ball, and LSU going to challenge this one.
LSU is challenging the forced play slide interference rule at second base. This play is under further review.
So the ruling was that Simpson interfered with the ability to make a throw with his slide. Well, he actually didn't really slide.
No, did not slide.
Yeah.
He just kind of ducked down after Randall again slid going for the ground ball and found himself in happenstance to be on the bag, and then tried to release the throw. But again, Simpson never with a slide. He just kind of ducked down trying to get out of the way. But Clint Fagan saying that was enough interference.
After further review, the runner did violate the forced play slide rule. He's out at second, and he is out at first. LSU will have the remaining challenge.
So again, it results in the double play on forced play interference by Simpson going into second base. So in the Tigers, another miscue, and that'll end it for them there in the top of the 6th inning. Still yet to get a hit off of the starter, Taylor Rabe, and they trail 7-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Ole Miss coming to the plate on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Everyone has their own favorite way to experience Louisiana. For some, it's the taste of hot beignets with a creamy cafe au lait. For others, it's swaying to the music of brass bands, Zydeco, and all the music in between. It's boating on the bayou, weaving your way through festivals, road tripping in pursuit of the greatest gumbo. Whoever you are, whatever you crave, Louisiana will feed your soul. Go to findyourlouisiana.com to plan your visit today.
In the SEC, it just means more. But what is it exactly? It's the fans, the students, the traditions, the legends. It's passion to celebrate deeper, reach farther, think smarter, make an impact off the field. It's that intangible thing that happens when 16 schools raise the bar as one. Because in the SEC, it just means more.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it.
All right, we're coming back in here.
Don't drive buzz.
And I'm trying to figure out who Mulkey's got in the house because it's bumping up here.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU coming into the bottom of the 6th inning. Going to make another pitching change powered by Sunshine. Marcos Paz will take over, the right-hander for Santiago Garcia. 4th pitcher of the day for the Tigers.
Garcia had a nice outing for LSU. He went an inning and 2/3, no hits, no runs, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Garcia threw 23 pitches. And Marcos Paz takes over, the true freshman from Carrollton, Texas. On the mound now, he's making his 11th appearance. He's 0-1 with an 8.49 ERA. In 11 and 2/3 innings, he's given up 11 hits, 11 earned runs, walked 12 and struck out 17.
Tristan Becerra leads the Rebels in home runs. Had one earlier, a 2-run shot last time in the 4th. His 15th round tripper of the year, and he'll start things off for Ole Miss. Paz missing on the first offering. It's 1-0. Becerra today 1 for 3. Did strike out in his second at bat back in the 2nd inning as that pitch rides high. Now 2-0 the count to Becerra. Ground ball hit towards second. Simpson waits on it. Nobody at home at first, and finally getting over there is Paz. And he will receive the baseball for out number 1. Braun went for the ground ball. He and Simpson both in the same vicinity, and there was no chance Mason was going to get back to the bag. So heads up play by the Tiger reliever. Make sure they record out number 1.
Yeah, nice work that time by the freshman Paz. Very alert to get over there. You don't often see a 4-1 put out, but that's what you had that time.
Now we'll see Judd Utermark. 2 for 2 today. A couple of singles. Got a board back in the first and scored on a walk. Then a single in the third. Another single and scored in the fourth. First delivery missing, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Paz. Fastball, the outer edge, evens it up 1-1. Again, Marcos got good stuff. The freshman, the right-hander, sits firmly in the mid-90s with the heater. 1-1. One outside off the plate, 2 balls, 1 strike.
And remember, Marcos missed his entire senior year of high school after having Tommy John surgery. So he's just now rounding himself back into shape. And Jay Johnson thinks this kid has a tremendous future as a Tiger.
2-1. Chasing and couldn't hold back is Utermark. So that'll even the count 2-2. Tigers expecting Utermark to pull, the right-handed hitter, and that'll bring the defense 3 infielders to the left side. 2-2 pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Late call, but a strike 3 call as Paz pops the mitt. Catches the outer half at the letters. Again, Christopher Gonzalez in no quick hurry. Actually had Utermark standing there getting ready to take another practice swing when the strike was called. But nonetheless, the Tigers will take it. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll get Will Furnace to the plate. Will has been difficult to get out today. In fact, he's yet to be retired. He will swing and foul this first pitch off, and it's 0-1. Furnace with an RBI single in the first. Aboard on a fielder's choice, left stranded at third. Another single with an RBI in the 4th inning.
Furnace is 5 for 8 in this series.
Paz, the 0-1. Up the middle, hits off the mound. Milam behind second base. Leaps, grabs, throws to first in time for out number 3. Hasn't been a lot of good things today, but Milam with another highlight play behind second base. Puts the Rebels back out on the field quickly in the bottom of the 6th. They get no runs, no hits, nobody on base. We head to the top of the 7th. Tigers down 7-0 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Ew, it's a roach.
Fear not. Champ is here. Your weapon is Bengal Roach Spray. Bengal Spray technology is designed to flush out the entire colony, targeting the source of the problem, making sure these pests don't die unseen in your walls, ensuring far-reaching results that prevent infestations from returning. Now that you're all protected, my job here is done.
Bengal, the official pest control of LSU athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU athletics. That's the good stuff.
Ew, it's a roach.
Fear not. Champ is here. Your weapon is Bengal Roach Spray. Bengal Spray technology is designed to flush out the entire colony, targeting the source of the problem, making sure these pests don't die unseen in your walls, ensuring far-reaching results that prevent infestations from returning. Now that you're all protected, my job here is done.
Bengal.
All right, coming back in.
Control of LSU athletics.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Tigers come to the plate in the top of the 7th here in Game 3. Got to find those small victories and start to stack them on top of each other. Bill Franquez, the first thing is Got to find a way to record your first hit off of Taylor Rabe, the Rebel right-hander. So far through 6 innings, not relinquished a hit to the Tigers. Derek Curiel set to lead it off here in the top of the 7th, but before seeing the first pitch, Austin Foley calling time and going out to visit with Rabe on the mound.
So he's thrown 6 hitless innings. This is his longest outing of the year. His previous long was 4 2/3 innings last week against Florida in Gainesville. Now having some communications issues.
Yeah, they're going to replace the pitch comm in the hat of the starting pitcher.
The gentleman who brought out the new pitch comm was a former Tiger himself, Drew Bianco. Drew Bianco, of course, played for LSU a few years ago in the final years of Coach Maneri's tenure, and he was a member of Jay Johnson's first team in 2022. And Drew, of course, the son of Mike Bianco, now on Mike's staff as the Ole Miss Director of Player Development.
So it looks like they get the communication going again. Ray back up on the bump. Curiel left side of the plate. And the first pitch at the top of the 7th swung on and fouled back by Curiel, and it's 0-1. Derek today grounded out the Utermark at third, back in the first, and ground ball on a 2-hopper to Decker at second base on the 4-3 put out in the 4th.
Ole Miss does have lefty Will Libbert in its bullpen.
The 0-1 to Curiel, a little tapper and a foul ball down the first base line. 0-2. Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU athletics. Tigers have had 2 base runners today. One by way of walk, one hit by pitch. The 0-2 delivery. Little dribbler down the first base line again will roll foul. Curiel will come back to the plate, still 0-2.
The pitcher in the bullpen, Will Libbert, is a transfer from Missouri. Now imagine Mike Bianco's thinking he'll let Rabe go as long as he can. I would think if the Tigers record a base hit, that would be it for Rabe. We'll see.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Curiel as he digs back in. Rabe fires, and Curiel launches this to right field. On the run is Becerra, and this one is out of here. Derek Curiel gets the Tigers on the board. Breaks up the no-hitter for Taylor Rabe with a solo shot to right center field. 5th home run of the year for Curiel. It's now 7-1, so a leadoff solo shot. That's the Ole Miss lead to 6 runs.
Tigers finally make some noise against Taylor Rabe. A blast off the bat of Derek Curiel. We'll see if Coach Bianco elects to leave his right-hander in the game. He's now at 74 pitches. Looks like he's going to stick with him for now.
Yeah, going to stick with the right-hander. Kate Arambidi now. See if he can follow suit. The right-hander awaits, and the first pitch. Fastball low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Saw that fastball early by Rabe in the upper 90s consistently. As I mentioned, velo down around 93, 94 here in the 7th. Now Kate Arambidi launches one to left field. Golden going back, runs into the wall. Back-to-back jacks for the Tigers. Arambidi with home run number 9, and it's now 7-2 Ole Miss. Now Coach Bianco probably noodling the decision on Taylor Rabe or going to the pen now.
Yeah, he's got, of course, the lefty Jake Brown coming to the plate. He's got the lefty Libbert in his bullpen, and Mike now is going to make a move. But Taylor Rabe gave an outstanding effort for the Rebels here this afternoon. Just finally ran out of gas in the 7th inning.
Going to get a big hand from the Rebel faithful here in Oxford. Again, just giving up his second and third home runs, or third and fourth home runs of the year in back-to-back fashion. Tigers got a little life here in the top of the 7th. Nobody out. Pitching change for the Rebels, powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. We'll take a timeout, return in a moment. Tell you about the new Rebel pitcher on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball. It's a drink. It's a whole vibe. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls. Available in spirit, wine, and malt. 50% alcohol per volume. Buzz Balls, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Champions don't wait for the perfect pitch. They make their move. With LSU Online, you can step up to the plate for your career, earn your degree, and keep swinging towards your goals. Learn anytime from anywhere and knock your next milestone out of the park. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting.
All right, back after this spot.
Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Well, the Tigers on the board, back-to-back home runs. Darren Curiel, Kate Arambidi, they eventually finish the day for Rebel starter Taylor Rabe. Again, carried a no-hitter into the 7th before Curiel let it off with a solo shot, followed by Arambidi. Now hand the baseball off now to Will Libbert, former Missouri Tiger, spent 2 years up in Como, now a part of the Rebel pitching staff. Hails out of St. Thomas, Missouri, 6'5", 220 pounds. He'll take over for Coach Bianco, and he will face Jake Brown.
Will Libbert, the lefty, brought on for the lefty-lefty matchup with Jake Brown. Libbert making his 10th appearance, his 4th in relief. He's 2-2 with a 6.32 ERA. He has 37 strikeouts in 31 and a third innings. He has given up 35 hits, and he's walked 15.
As Bill mentioned, lefty-on-lefty matchup. Libbert fires. First pitch missing, ball 1.
Libbert also has allowed the second most home runs on the Ole Miss staff. He's given up 6.
Good guy to give him number 7 at the plate. Here's the 1-0. He chases this breaking ball outside and low, and it's now 1-1.
Taylor Rabe finishes with 6 innings officially. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. He threw 75 pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike to Brown. And Brown rips this one to right field. Becerra going back, makes a leap, and it's over the glove and out of here. Back-to-back home runs. The Tigers now make it 7-3. Jake Brown with home run number 15, leading the Tigers here in 2026.
That's the 7th home run allowed by Libbert on the year. He's now tied with Hunter Elliott for the most allowed by this Ole Miss staff. And LSU with 3 big swings has gradually got back into this game now, down by 4.
Omar Cerna to the plate. He's got 3 home runs, the right-handed hitter. No one's going to complain if you hit 7 home runs here in the top of the 7th. Already 3 runs in. Solo shots, nobody out. Cerna against the shift, a bouncing ground ball into right center field. Cerna now with his first hit of the day, a runner aboard, nobody out. And we'll see Stephen Milam. Milam on the afternoon, 0 for 2. So the fortune changing here for LSU at the plate. They finally get to Taylor Rabe. And a very unfriendly welcome early on here for the relief pitcher, Will Libbert.
Second straight Sunday in which LSU has hit back-to-back-to-back home runs. You'll remember LSU also did it against Tennessee last Sunday.
Milam batting from the right side, the switch hitter against the left-handed hurdler Libbert, who tosses over to keep an eye on Jake Brown.
Last week,
Cerna, I'm sorry.
Last week it was Pearson, Aaron Beatty, and Dardar who hit back-to-back-to-back homers.
So Milam with 4 home runs on the year, 21 runs batted in. First pitch upstairs from Libbert, 1-0.
The Rebels also, we're told, have their right-hander Calhoun available today. He finished the game yesterday. Also could see the lefty we saw back on Friday night, Walker Hooks, who's been very effective for Ole Miss throughout the year. So we'll see how much longer they go with Libbert, who's got off to a very shaky start so far.
Now the Tigers 3 runs on 4 hits here, all coming in the top of the 7th inning as Austin Fawley took the opportunity to go out. Long discussion now with Libbert on the mound. He'll head back to home plate. Milam looking at a 1-0 count. Nobody out. Cerna down at first base. Milam today struck out. DeRay back in the 2nd. Fly ball out to right field to Becerra in the 5th. 1-0 the count to the Tiger shortstop. Libbert from the stretch looks over to first. Now the pitch to the plate. Outside corner called strike will even it up 1-1. Fans Dudley DeBosier again standing up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU athletics. Battling here in the top of the 7th. Tigers making it a 4-run game now, 7-3. The 1-1 to Milam. Hit in the air, base hit, right center field. Cerna slow coming out of the blocks, but he'll get to second base, have to hold up there. Now the Tigers with their 5th Bingo Pest Product base hit. Runners first and second, still nobody out. In the top of the 7th frame.
Tigers now with Mason Braun at the plate. Again, a lefty-lefty matchup, but we'll see if Mike Bianco elects to stay with him. He's going to send the pitching coach out there, Joel Mangrum. So Mike makes all the changes, so it looks like this won't be a change here, but Mangrum, the pitching coach, is going to talk to Libbert for a few moments.
So a timeout, mound visit here. Mason Braun coming to the plate. Mason 0 for 2, but he's had a really good weekend.
He had 5 hits in the first 2 games here.
3 straight starts at first base. Again, adjusting and learning on the job defensively. Again, has been very effective going back to first 2 games in this series as Coach Mangrum now all finished up on the mound.
LSU has battled to get back into this one. Now LSU actually has the tying run on deck. See if Braun can keep it going.
Cerna down at second, Milam at first base. Lefty on lefty matchup again. Will Libbert on the mound, comes set. First delivery to the plate. Low and outside to Braun, 1-0. Tigers have struggled all weekend with runners in scoring position, but starting to find some traction here in the top of the 7th. The 1-0 pitch. Outside corner called strike. Good pitch by Libbert that time. The fastball firm at 96 on the outer edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braun again 5 for 9 on the weekend, including a double earlier. The 1-1. Misses low, 2-1.
That does appear to be the right-hander Hudson Calhoun throwing for Ole Miss right now. We may see him after Braun. is either retired or reaches base.
2-1 the count to the freshman from South Bend. Big swing, just missed it, fouls it back into the screen. That'll even it up, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, runners first and second, nobody out. Pitch to Braun. Misses high. That'll fill the count now, 3-2. Payoff delivery coming from Libbert. The left-hander fires. Oh, Braun just stays alive, fouls it back. Still 3-2 the count.
Even though he's just a freshman, Mason a very intense competitor. You can tell how much he loves this game because of his work ethic.
We mentioned it on Friday night. Certainly a high IQ when it comes to baseball for Mason Braun. Another payoff pitch and a swing and a bouncer towards first. Furness going to toss it, covering his Libbert at first to record the out. So Braun records the first out of the inning, however, moves the runners across. Basically the equivalent of a sac bunt. Just the first out of the inning. Now Cerna at third, Milam at second. It'll be up to John Pearson with an opportunity here. Get the Tigers a little closer. Down 7-0 coming into the seventh frame. They've plated 3 on 5 hits, including back-to-back-to-back home runs.
Thought perhaps we'd see Coach Bianco make a change here, but it appears he's going to stick with the lefty against Pearson.
Pearson looking for his first knock of the day. First delivery misses high. Ball 1-0. In fact, John, on the weekend, still looking for his first hit against the Rebel pitching staff. Couldn't come at a better time here with 2 in scoring position at second and third with 1 out. The 1-0 delivery. That one just above the letters. Good take by John. It's now 2-0. Libbert comes set. 2-0 pitch to Pearson. Swing and a miss. Chased the ball down in the zone. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, John was determined he was going to take a hack at that pitch. Good off-speed offering by Libbert.
Two balls, 1 strike to Pearson. Runner second and third, 1 out. 2-1. Pearson sends it high in the air, down the line in right. Becerra fighting the sun in foul territory, and it pops out of his mitt. Just in foul across the right field line, and again he was running full speed, lost his lid and got some leather but couldn't squeeze it. That'll allow Pearson to come back to the plate with a 2-2 count.
Now we'll see whether or not that ends up being a break for LSU, because if Becerra catches it, Cerna could have easily tagged and scored. But hopefully LSU can do more damage than that with Pearson's new life.
So back to the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cerna at third, Milam at second with 1 down. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Pearson down on strikes. Second out of the inning. Braden Simpson coming to the plate. Simpson again, just his 16th game of action, 13th start of the season for the senior transfer. Again, big opportunity here. Add to his 5 RBI on the year. 2 down, and the first pitch. At the knees for a strike from Libbert, and it's 0-1.
Simpson had just 3 at-bats in SEC play entering today's game. What a time it would be for him to get his first career hit in an SEC game.
Oh, 0-1 the count. The pitch to Simpson. Breaking ball inside corner, called strike. 0-2. Seven to 3, Ole Miss leads, top of the 7th. Tigers have runners second and third, 2 outs, and an 0-2 count to Simpson. The pitch from Libbert. Foul down the third base line to stay alive. Still 0-2. Tigers hitless coming into this inning. Benefited from back-to-back-to-back solo home runs. 3 runs on 5 hits. Cut the Ole Miss lead from 7-0 to 7-3. Big opportunity to get a little closer here and extend the inning. Will Libbert on the mound, the left-hander. Braden Simpson at the plate, the right-hander. The 0-2. Base hit to left field. Cerna on his way in. They'll wave around Milam. The throw from Golden going to be cut off. And a 2-run single for Braden Simpson has now cut the Rebel lead to 2. It's 7-5.
And again, what a time for Braden Simpson to deliver his first career hit in an SEC game. He was 0 for 4 in SEC games, including 0 for 1 today. But wow, what a 2-strike, 2-out clutch, 2 RBI single, and LSU now has cut the lead down to 7-5, just 2 runs down. It looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for Chris Stanfield. Eddie Yaman is going to pitch in for Chris.
A big moment for Braden Simpson. Transfer in from High Point. Entered into the starting lineup today at second base. Gets the job done. Down in the count with 2 outs. The RBI bring in 2 runs to make it a 2-run ball game. And that may be all now for Libbert, as Mike Bianco with that slow trot out to the mound, eyeing the bullpen in right. And it appears he's already made the indication. So a pitching change for Ole Miss. After leading 7-0 coming into the 7th inning, LSU trying to bash their way. They've gotten themselves back into the contest. 7-5, Ole Miss leads. This pitching change powered by Sunshine. Need a game-changing upgrade? Trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer. Back to Oxford in a moment on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We've got, folks, just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my health care, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit OLOLRMC.com/LSU.
Get ready, Tiger fans! Venture Global is proud to partner with LSU Athletics, powering Louisiana in the world with clean, low-cost, reliable energy and fueling the future of our great state. As we cheer on the Tigers this season, we're also driving innovation, creating jobs, and supporting our local communities. Together, we're building a brighter, more sustainable tomorrow. Venture Global, proud partner of LSU Athletics, powering champions on and off the field.
Coming back in.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
LSU making a game out of it. They trailed 7-0. In fact, didn't have a hit going into the top of the 7th. That all ended quickly. Derek Curiel led it off with a solo shot, followed by Cade Arambidi and Jake Brown, each with a solo trip around the bases. LSU would get a 2-run single off the bat of Braden Simpson. 5 runs, 6 hits there in the top of the 7th, make it a 7-5 Ole Miss lead. Again, top of the 7th continues. New pitcher on the mound. Second time we've seen Hudson Calhoun on the weekend. The right-hander takes over. Again with 2 outs. A runner at first in Simpson. Edward Yaman the 4th. As Bill said, going to pinch hit at the top of the order for Chris Stanfield. Yaman trying to keep it going here in the 7th. Calhoun ready to work, and the first pitch. Overhand breaking ball finds the inside corner. It's 0-1.
We saw Calhoun yesterday. He got the final 3 outs of the game yesterday. He needed just 11 pitches. Did not allow a hit, no walks, and had 1 strikeout.
0-1 the count to Yaman. Batting .316 on the year. Big swing, but he pops this one up, got under it. Near home plate. Foley can't find it, and it lands right in the infield grass. 6 feet from home plate. And Yaman arrives safely. Runners on the corners now as Braun took off. With 2 outs, he finds himself at third. And Foley immediately looking up into the sun said, "I don't have it." It was Calhoun who came in, the relief pitcher. Kind of left it up to Utermarker Furness, who had to run a mile just to get in position. And it looks like Coach Bianco now asking if it can be reviewed. I'm not sure.
I guess his only argument would be maybe Yaman somehow interfered with the Ole Miss fielder's ability to catch the ball.
Well, that might be a stretch here. We'll get a look at a replay in a moment. But again, Yaman popped it straight up. Put a strong swing into it. Went a mile high into the air. But once Foley realized he couldn't find the baseball, Ole Miss knew they were in trouble. And yeah, it appears Coach Bianco is arguing that.
Yeah, now Yaman was in the baseline, though. Now Furness had to maneuver around Yaman, but it looked like Eddie was within the running lane.
Yeah, and it looks like Coach Bianco was just verifying that Yaman was going straight down the baseline, and it was Furness who again was desperately trying to get to it, realizing his catcher couldn't see it. He just tried to find the quickest route between A and B, which was a straight line. He actually interfered with Yaman. So the Tigers will continue here in the 7th, and Derek Curiel will come back to the plate as the Tigers hit around here. He had the solo home run to get it started.
So officially credit Eddie Yaman with a single. Tigers' 7th hit of this inning after entering the inning with no hits on the day.
Curiel with home run number 5 to start the 7th. Got runners on the corners. Simpson at third, Yaman at first with 2 outs. First pitch, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball that time from Calhoun, and it's 0-1. Fans, it's the game everyone loves to play. Play Scrabble Scratch Off from the lottery. Went up to $50,000. Pick up Scrabble Scratch Off today. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Calhoun ahead in the count, 0-1. Runners on the corners, 2 down. The pitch, outside. Curiel stays away, 1-1. Junior right-hander again, 21 appearances last year for the Rebs. All out of the bullpen, finished the year with a 3-0 record. 1-1 the count to Curiel. The pitch. Swung on high. Chopper. Fair ball. Gets over the head of Furness at first base. Simpson going to score. The throw coming to third, but up the line. Going to allow Yaman to reach third base. And the Tigers again have runners on the corners. Still 2 outs. And now it's a 1-run ball game. 7-6.
Derek Curiel with his 2nd RBI of this inning. He led off the inning with the home run. Now that single draws the Tigers to within 1 run, and Kate Arambidi has the chance now to tie this game. And the runner at first base, Curiel, represents a go-ahead run for the Tigers. Unbelievable.
We've seen 3 explosive frames this weekend by Ole Miss. In fact, you could probably say 4, considering they put 4 runs up in the 4th inning today, but by and large, LSU, no question, their biggest output in a single frame on the weekend. And here's a wild pitch, gets away from Foley. Coming in to score will be Yaman, and believe it or not, we are tied 7-all. So now Ole Miss falling apart. Tigers have plated 7 runs on 8 hits, all coming here in the top of the 7th inning. And the Rebs feeling a lot like the Tigers did last night in that bottom of the 6th inning.
Now, incredibly, LSU has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Aaron Beatty at the plate. A 1-0 count. He had the solo shot earlier in this inning as well. This pitch inside will make it 2 balls, no strikes.
Meanwhile, the Tigers have Devin Sheeran warming in the bullpen.
Tie game 7-all here in the 7th. 2-0 pitch down the middle for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Beatty.
Sure, we'll see Devin Sheeran to start the bottom of the 7th for the Tigers. Hopefully, he'll be pitching with the lead by that time.
Kim Curiel down at second base. 2 down, a 2-1 count to Aaron Beatty. Calhoun delivers. Breaking ball a little high above the letters. Make it 3-1. So what does Calhoun do here? Obviously, first base is open. Aaron Beatty, 8 home runs on the year. Just hit 1 moments ago here in the 7th. A dangerous hitter, certainly of late. Hitters count 3-1 to Aaron Beatty. The pitch up and in for ball 4. So Aaron Beatty will head down to first base. Runners now first and second. We'll see Jake Brown, who also went over the fence here in the 7th inning with his team leading 15th home run of the year. And Foley again going to go out, hand the baseball to Calhoun, have a quick powwow on the mound.
Ole Miss has another right-hander warming in its pen now. Landon Koenig, who we have not seen yet this weekend, is throwing in the Rebels pen.
Now pitching coach Mangrum asked to join the meeting on the mound. He's allowed to do so. So he stands on the bump with Foley and Calhoun. Well, Bill, there's still baseball left to be played, but this is a Tiger team that this year certainly has known and shown the ability to come back in games. Really big deficits, as you pointed out earlier, and here we are down 7-0 coming into the 7th. We're now tied at 7 apiece.
I know this season has had its share of ups and downs, but you cannot question the character of this team and the resiliency and their ability to battle back through adversity. I mean, it was 7-0, and LSU had been out hit 10-0 when this inning began, and now we have a tie ball game.
Jake Brown ready to go. Righty on lefty as Calhoun comes set. Tigers have runners first and second with 2 down. Brown, the team leader, also not only in home runs but RBI. First pitch from Calhoun. Snags the inside corner, 0-1. Could be right guy, right time here if the Tigers looking to take their first lead of the game. The 0-1 hit high in the air. Left center field coming over is Federico. He settles under it. He'll have it for out number 3. However, LSU down 7-0. Battle back, 7 runs, 8 hits. All coming in the top of the 7th inning. It's now a 7-7 ball game. Ole Miss comes to the plate after we stretch it out here at Swayze Field. Bottom of the 7th coming up on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Every Tiger knows it's not just about where you are, it's about how you play the game. At LSU Online, we bring that same grit and greatness to your education. Whether you're watching from Baton Rouge or beyond, you can earn your degree on your time from anywhere. Flexible, online, built for Tiger Nation. Visit online.lsu.edu and win where you are. Champions make plays on the field and in life. With LSU Online, you can keep your career moving, earn your degree, and still run your own game plan. Learn anytime from anywhere and take the next step toward your goal line. It's time to make your move, Tiger fans. Visit online.lsu.edu. LSU Online. Win where you are.
Coming back.
The stretch of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball was presented by Coshada Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
After trailing 7-0, going into the top of the 7th inning, LSU has battled back. 7 runs on 8 hits. Got their first hit of the game against starter Taylor Rabe in the 7th. He exited the game, took their frustrations out on the relief pitcher Libbert, and eventually Calhoun able to find the 3rd out. But LSU 7 runs on 8 hits ties the game up. It'll be Hayden Federico, who's had a well of a weekend, to lead it off for Ole Miss. First pitch offered up. And Marcos Paz misses low for ball 1. Federico awaits. His pitch outside and high for ball 2. 2-0. Federico today a single with an RBI in the 1st. He's been aboard in the 3rd, hit by a pitch, and aboard on a walk in the 4th inning.
Big moment here for the freshman Paz. Tigers electing to stick with him here.
2-0 pitch. Fastball misses inside. Now 3-0.
LSU has Devin Sheeran ready to go in the bullpen.
The righty facing the left-hander and Federico. Another lefty and Golden awaits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. I'm going to strike at the knees to make it 3-1. Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. 3-1 the count to Federico. Been a hard guy to keep off base. There's a strike though to fill it up. 3-2. 4 hits on the weekend for Federico. Go along with 4 RBI. And 1 run scored. Here's the payoff pitch. A swing and a bouncer. Braun tried to go after it. Gets by him. And then gets by the second baseman Simpson all the way out into right. Trying to make it into second, and doing so is going to be Federico. And again, not the way he would draw it up. But it's effective. And again, I mentioned Bill, he's hard to put back in the dugout, and he does it again.
Eddie Yaman now playing at first base as Mason Braun moved to left field after Yaman pinch hit for Stanfield. And Yaman couldn't come up with it. He got past him. Then Braden Simpson made a diving effort at it. Got past him in the right field. And Federico advances to second base.
Again, a non-play that is going to stand out. Hopefully LSU can put it behind them, but that will be the final batter that Marcos Paz will face. We'll see Devin Sheeran now as Coach Johnson making a call to the bullpen. Another pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. All tied at 7 apiece. Ole Miss, though, their leadoff batter, finds his way to second base, so they had a runner in scoring position. And Sheeran will face off against Cannon Golden when we return. It's a 7-7 score, bottom of the 7th on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's not easy to be a champion.
Built from every swing, pitch, and game.
All season long.
In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for defending national champions LSU baseball.
On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here. Visit ololrmc.com/LSU.
At Hancock Whitney, we don't leave things to chance, including the Tigers season. That's why we ran thousands of our LSU Visa debit cards through every game day ritual around the Gulf South. Get your LSU Visa debit card and some good game day luck for the Tigers this year. Learn more at HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Gotta carry that purple and gold. Hancock Whitney, official bank of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment.
Coming back after this one.
Of LSU Athletics.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
7-7 our score, bottom of the 7th inning here in Oxford. LSU with a tough start in this one. Held hitless until the top of the 7th, then they got it going. Aided by 3 back-to-back solo home runs, a 2-run double off the bat, or single I should say, off the bat of Mason Braun. Tigers able to eventually tie it up. A wild pitch also helped, scoring Yaman from third. And Ole Miss been effective all weekend at the plate. Again, we told you coming into today's game, Ole Miss batting .316 against Tiger pitching. Devin Sheeran going to take over now on the mound for the Tigers. He'll inherit a runner at second base in Federico as Brett Mosley, a pinch hitter, stands in. Looking to bunt. First pitch, he can't make contact. It's a strike from Sheeran. It's 0-1.
Mosley inserted into the game in place of Cannon Golden. It appears as if he's going to attempt to bunt Federico down to third base.
Righty on lefty matchup. Mosley we saw enter the game on Friday late. Again trying to make contact with a bunt. Could not put it down, and another strike will get him behind in the count 0-2. Now Coach Bianco wants a timeout. He walks out of the dugout. Brings Mosley over here. You got to wonder if he's asking Mosley, hey look, I know it's 0-2. You think you can get a bunt down? I'll let you swing away here. We got to find a way to manufacture runs after giving up the 7-run lead. And they're having a long discussion back and forth between the head coach and the pinch hitter.
Devin Sheeran for LSU is making his 12th appearance of the year. He's 3-0 with a 3.63 ERA in 17 and a third innings. He's given up 7 earned runs on 12 hits. He's walked 14 and he's walked 10 and struck out 30 on the year.
See what Mosley offers up here. He's declaring to bunt with the 0-2, and he does. To the mound, picked up by Sheeran. Covering over there at second base is Simpson, and they'll record the out. However, that conversation, Coach Bianco saying, I'm going to let you try to lay a bunt down and get us a man 90 feet away, and he does just that. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Good job by Sheeran to record that out. The bunt was well placed by Mosley. Sheeran got to it in time, and Simpson hustling over to cover the bag at first base. But now the go-ahead run is at third for the Rebels.
No surprise with just 1 out. Tigers will bring the infield in all around the diamond here. Federico, great speed at third base. Randall, the shortstop, awaits. First pitch, big swing and a miss. 0-1. Jay Johnson out of the dugout, making sure the infield, he's talking directly to the Tiger infield here, making sure they are where to go Situational awareness here with Federico at third. Here's the 0-1 from Sheeran, fouled off to the backstop. Off the bat of Randall, it's 0-2.
By the way, officially on the Federico play, he is credited with a single, and then he advances to second base on what is ruled an error on Marcos Paz for interference. So Paz charged with an error, allowing the runner to get to second base due to interference.
In the infield playing in. Sheeran's 0-2 pitch. The right-hander fires, and here's a lazy line drive, base hit to left. Federico will easily score. Braden Randall with RBI number 15, and Ole Miss back on top now, 8-7. And just textbook baseball.
We talked about it all weekend long. Ole Miss has come up with so many clutch two-strike hits. And Randall did it again that time, just went with the pitch the opposite way, lifted it out of the reach of the Tigers infield.
Austin Foley now to the plate. The Rebel catcher 0 for 3 today. 1 for 10 on the weekend. Righty on righty matchup with a runner at first and 1 down. First delivery from Sheeran, a strike on the inside corner with a heat. 0-1. Tigers have Simpson shaded very close to the second base bag. Milam deep in the hole at shortstop with the right-handed hitter. The 0-1. Base hit center field. Charging in will be Curiel. Whips it quickly to the infield, but runners now first and second with 1 out for the Rebs. Now you get to Owen Pano, who, yes, is 9th in the order, but he has had key clutch hits as well all weekend long. Nate Yeske, the pitching coach for LSU, will make his way out to the mound here. Discuss the issues with Devin Sheeran. Again, Rebels 1 out, runners first and second. Pano, so far today, struck out back in the second inning to Gavin Guidry, the reliever. Solo home run, his second of the year, second on the weekend in the 4th. And then the 3-1 put out last time in the 5th inning. But as I mentioned, Bill, Pano, not a lot of opportunities coming into this weekend as the DH, but his average is impressive. 31 plate appearances, 10 hits, 12 runs batted in, batting .323, and again batting .364 with runners in scoring position.
And 4 hits in this series. All 4 have been for extra bases, 2 doubles and 2 home runs, including a home run today. And he's got 5 RBI in the series.
Righty on lefty matchup. Sheeran now ready to go. Covering his ear with that glove, making sure he can get the sign, get the call. Looks ready to go now. He comes set. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. First delivery. Breaking ball missed. Not by much, but it's 1-0. Sheeran's 1-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Pano swinging for the fences. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good velocity on that fastball from Devin Sheeran, 97 miles per hour for the redshirt sophomore. He's making his 5th appearance in SEC play. He got the save for the Tigers in the Game 1 win last week against Tennessee.
1 ball, 1 strike to the DH for the Rebels. The pitch by Sheeran. Rides in high, 2-1. Ole Miss today, 8 runs, 13 hits. After LSU tied it up so far, the Rebs answer with 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error by the Tigers, as we told you. 2-1 delivery. Strike on the inside corner at the knees. Pano doesn't like it. Evens the count, 2-2. Rebs have Randall at second, Foley at first base. Just one away. Sheeran's 2-2 delivery and fouled back into the screen off the bat of Pano. Still 2-2. Things heating up on the field, fans, but whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Check them out online at slowmeltice.com. SLOMELTICE.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th, 8-7 Ole Miss leading after leading early 7-0. 2-2 from Sheeran. Look out. Inside and low. Fills the count now on Pano, 3-2. Payoff delivery upcoming from Sheeran. Looks back to second. The right-hander kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Pano for the second time today. Monumental strikeout for Devin Sheeran. His first out of the pen, second out of the inning.
He just overpowered Pano that time with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Big cut from Pano, but he comes up empty, and that's a big out for Sheeran. But Decker has been extremely tough this afternoon.
3 for 4 at the plate from the Rebel second baseman. He was caught looking last time in the 5th. First pitch from Sheeran. Inside, missing, ball 1. Fastball riding in there at 98. A few more arms now for Ole Miss, headed down to the bullpen and right. The 1-0 from Sheeran. Just missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes. LSU will have Cerna, Milam, and Braun. 5, 6, and 7 due up in the top of the 8th inning. Trailing by a run, 8-7. 2 outs, runners first and second. Sheeran, the 2-0. Miss low and inside, now 3-0. Our third base umpire, Jeremy Dupree, walking down the line, calling for time. Asking for the on-deck circle to get back to the on-deck circle. Tristan Becerra had gotten too close to home plate, according to Dupree. 3-0 count now to Decker at the plate. Pitch from Sheeran. Missed for ball 4. So the Rebels now have the bases loaded with 2 outs, and they'll get to Becerra. Who today batting second in the order is 1 for 4.
He hit a massive 2-run home run back in the 4th inning. He's got 15 dingers on the year.
Sheeran got to be careful here. First delivery. Breaking ball. Did he go around? They appeal to third. They say no. And down in the dirt, 1-0. Rebs have Randall at third, Foley at second, Decker at first base. They lead by a run, 8-7 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers able to come back down 7-0, played 7 runs in the 7th. Now down a run. A little slow roller to third. Pearson going to glove it and apply the tag on Foley, trying to make it to third for out number 3. However, Ole Miss back on top, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error on the Tigers. LSU heads to the top of the 8th, trailing by a lone run when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on.
Hi, this is Chef Kevin Belton for People's Health. If you have diabetes, heart failure or cardiovascular disorder, and you have Medicare, ask about a People's Health Chronic Condition Special Needs Plan. It's a Medicare plan designed to help with the unique needs that go along with these chronic conditions. Call People's Health today. Your benefits could start as early as next month.
Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
My wife, she loves the fried okra. She's from Mississippi, so that's her favorite thing to do. I guess I was just too late. The flame ignited right there in my face. The pain was, it was bad. That's how I got second, third degree burns. Blue Cross treated me great with the recovery process. In the end, everything worked out. I'm Chad. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I had Blue Cross for 10 years. I don't eat fried okra. That's the funniest story.
The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. Here we go. Your home for the Fighting Tigers. The LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Unable to get shutdown points in the bottom of the 7th. However, Ole Miss even plating that one run. The Tigers trying to keep the momentum they were able to produce in the top of the 7th to tie the game 7-all. Ole Miss now leads 8-7. Omar Cerna Jr., 1 for 3 on the day, will lead it off. Again, Hudson Calhoun continuing on the mound in relief. First pitch fastball strike to Cerna, and it's 0-1. Omar today, a couple of strikeouts to start it to Taylor Rabe in the 2nd and 5th, but had a single and scored in that big 7th inning. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Fastball elevated. 0-2 now to Cerna.
Entering this game, Calhoun had struck out 39 in 26 innings, allowing just a .226 batting average, but he has given up 3 homers.
0-2 the count to Cerna. Calhoun delivers, and a swing and a miss. Cerna down on strikes. Calhoun with his first punch out. 1 gone here in the top of the 8th. Look at Stephen Milam to the plate. Milam 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Mason Braun, who moved from first base to left field, stands on deck. Milam got his first knock back in the 7th and scored. Getting the switch hitter from the left side against the right-handed hurling Hudson Calhoun. First delivery to Milam. In for a strike. 0-1. Calhoun's 0-1 pitch. Outside low, 1 ball, 1 strike. LSU this afternoon, 7 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Ole Miss 8 runs on 13 hits. 1-1 to Milam. Tried to put a charge into that one, just a foul. Rolls up the third base line, now 1-2. Milam ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Calhoun nods his head, starts the wind. The right-hander delivers. Again, Milam fouls it off to stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming up tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, TJ Ribs. It'll be the Jay Johnson Show. Presented by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. Another big, important week. Tigers trying to avoid the sweep today and back at home. Take on Northwestern State in the midweek and then welcome, I'm sure, a very high-spirited group of Aggies from Texas A&M back at the box after 2 weeks on the road in the SEC. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Milam with 1 down, nobody on. Tigers down a run, 8-7 here in the top of the 8th. Calhoun's 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards the shift, and the second baseman Gonna pick it up, throw to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. As Tom Decker again playing that rover position, a good 15 feet into right field, had the ball come right to him, Bill.
Certainly did. The ball was hit well by Milam, but Decker was positioned perfectly in shallow right field, and he makes a long throw, but on time to get the second out of the inning. And Calhoun now has retired 3 in a row after walking Aaron Beatty back in the 7th inning.
Mason Braun to the plate again, started the game at first, now in left field for Stanfield. He's 0 for 3 today, but he's had a really good weekend, really good 3 games. After taking over in the start at first. First pitch rides high for ball 1, 1-0. Braun today a strikeout in the 3rd, a ground out in the 5th, and a 3-1 put out last time in the 7th. 1-0 off the end of the bat, and this one eventually with enough topspin going to spin backward, foul. That'll even it up, 1 ball and 1 strike to Mason Braun. Fans, don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer. Text the words home run to 31996. Get a $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Speaking of Texas A&M, they won their first 2 games over Texas in College Station. Game 3 has been delayed. They still have not yet started that game. But the Aggies have a series victory over the Longhorns.
1 ball, 1 strike. Braun back to the plate. Calhoun fires. An off-speed pitch just missed the outside corner. Again, Braun with a good decision. Had he tried to swing, the best he could hope for is maybe a foul ball. That was not a pitch he wanted to work with, and again, stayed away. Now 2-1 the count. Calhoun's 2-1 delivery. That one catches the inside corner. I don't think Mason approves of that call, but it's now 2-2, and with that second strike, Ole Miss will go back to the infield shift. They'll put Decker 20 feet into right field, slide Randall over right of second base, and move the third baseman, Udemark, in the traditional shortstop spot. 2-2 lifted in the air to left field, going back near the track, but eventually Federico able to make the play for out number 3. Still an 8-7 Ole Miss lead. We have played 7.5 here at Swayze Field. Ole Miss coming to the plate with that 1-run lead after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
In Baton Rouge, locals don't just love their home, they love sharing it. Discover a city where culture is abundant, hospitality comes naturally, and the best spots are never kept secret. With the vibrancy of a big city and the ease of a weekend getaway, Baton Rouge invites you to slow down, savor, or soak it all in. Find your pace at visitbatonrouge.com.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly
Back after this one.
driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
8-7 Ole Miss leads, bottom of the 8th inning. If you're just tuning in, the Tigers got down big, 7-0. Starting pitcher Taylor Rabe went 6 innings complete without giving up a hit to LSU. Turned it on in the 7th inning. Rabe was pulled. The Tigers put 7 runs on the board on 8 hits, but Ole Miss answered with a run in the bottom of the 7th, and the first pitch offered up to Utermark, sent deep to center, but great positioning by Curiel, able to get over there and glove it in front of the track for out number 1. So good start there. You got to find a way to keep it a 1-run game, Bill, and
absolutely
get to the top of the 9th. See if you can create some magic on the road.
Sheeran must keep this deficit at 1 run to give the Tigers an opportunity. An insurance run would be vital for Ole Miss, and they're going to take a timeout now as Will Furness,
who's due up next, walks behind home plate and is meeting with the Ole Miss third base coach, Mike Clement,
to discuss things after Sheeran threw 1 pitch and recorded an out very quickly.
And one of the few times on the weekend that Furness has come to the plate with nobody on. He certainly has been effective. A couple of singles with an RBI here today. Gives him a total of 6 RBI on the weekend. So with the bases empty and 1 down, Furness stands in. Righty on lefty is Sheeran. Begins his wind and the pitch. Outside, missing, ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chase that one up and out. Fastball fooled him at 98 miles per hour, and it's 1-1. One out, the 1-1. Furness sends it high in the air, left field. Braun going back to the track, to the wall, and it comes off the top of the wall. Braun couldn't glove it. Curiel picking it up. The throw coming into second is offline. Furness will slide in safely with a 1-out double. His 7th of the season. Just maybe a foot or 2 away, Bill, from sending this one out of here, but he will be in scoring position at second base with just 1 away.
What a weekend for young Furness. Looked a lot like his dad right there. Hit it hard the opposite way off the top of the wall in left field. His 3rd hit of the day. Furness now has 6 hits in this series. He represents a very important run at second base, and the Tigers are going to go ahead and put Federico on, walk him intentionally, and take their chances with Brett Mosley.
So Mosley, who entered the game, Federico's already proven what he can do with the bat. So again, to create the force play situation, they will put Federico aboard at first. Face Brett Mosley, who entered the game in center field. Again, a righty on a left-handed matchup here. First delivery, strike on the outside corner. You may remember Mosley, that last pinch hit at bat, wanted to bunt the runner over to third. Eventually laid one down on an 0-2 pitch. Got the job done. Here's the 0-1. And another strike from Sheeran. Quickly Mosley behind in the count, 0-2. 1 out, runners first and second, and 8-7 Ole Miss lead here in game 3. Sheeran, the 0-2. Oh, he's going to hit him. Mosley going to toss the bat high in the air towards the dugout. And now the bases are loaded. Still just 1 away, and now dancing on glass, Bill. Juggling dynamite sticks. Evan Sheeran and the Tigers here trying to keep it a 1-run game, but it'll be Braden Randall, who in the 7th inning had the RBI single to give Ole Miss the 8-7 lead. He's got the bases loaded and 1 out.
And Randall singled against Sheeran in that last plate appearance.
First pitch to the left-hander. Inside. Ball 1. Furness at third. Federico intentionally walked. Now down at second. Mosley hit by a pitch at first base. The 1-0. High in the air, but should find its way foul into the seats. Pearson coming over, but it's behind the screen and onto the concourse. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Randall.
Tigers have minimized the free passes a little bit in this game. LSU with 4 walks and now with 2 hit batters. And 1 wild pitch in this contest. But Ole Miss trying to take advantage of a couple of free passes in this inning.
A 1-1 delivery. Again, hit high in the air, but foul towards the seats and left. I'll put Sheeran ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Randall coming into this at bat with a .216 average. .222 with runners in scoring position. Bases loaded, 1 out. Sheeran comes set. The 0-2 swing and a miss. The 1-2 pitch rather, but down on strikes goes Randall. Sheeran delivers the strikeout. 2nd out of the inning. And with Randall retired, we'll see Austin Foley, who's 1 for 4. In just a 186 average as he comes to the plate from the right side. Does have 17 RBI, 4 home runs.
Big strikeout there for Sheeran. Randall had only struck out 21 times all year.
Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Sheeran, the first pitch to the right-hander, in on the hands for ball 1. One-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. Had a late snap away from the right-hander, and it's 1-1. Furness, Federico, Mosley aboard. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, but foul left of third base. I'll put Sheeran ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Back-to-back off-speed deliveries. And Foley a little off balance here. Kind of expecting to maybe elevate the high heat with a 1-2 count. We'll see. Sheeran from the stretch. Kicks and fires. Hard breaking ball. Got away from Cerna. Picks it up on the bounce. Throws. And the tag is applied by Sheeran. Out at the plate is Furness. Coach Bianco coming out wants a review. What a fortuitous bounce off the dirt for Cerna, who grabbed it with a bare hand. Tossed it to Sheeran, who was falling down, and he applied the tag. And the home plate umpire, Christopher Gonzalez, says out at home. And again, immediately Ole Miss asking for a challenge, and the officials now telling LSU to get back out on the diamond, but they have not gone to an official review yet. What a bang-bang play at the plate. The only question was whether or not Sheeran held on to the ball in the glove. I think the timing was there.
It appeared as if he did.
And by the way, it appears Isaac Trujillo out there to take a look at Sheeran, who just kind of slammed the glove down on Furness, trying to keep it a 1-run game, and we are going to go under review.
Looks like he may have injured his left wrist a little bit in making that play, applying the tag on Furness.
Again, watching the replay on the Jumbotron. We haven't seen one here in our booth, but that's not going to tell us anything. That was from the first base camera well. Now we'll get a little better look zoomed in, and yeah he's not on the plate, and Sheeran's got the glove on the leg. He's out at home. What a play by Cerna, what a play by Sheeran. And the Tigers keep hope alive. They head to the top of the 9th inning. Down a run, 8-7.
He was just pissed because he was hurt. I told him.
Whoops, you might want to turn your mic off there, boss. Nonetheless, another SEC Sunday. Time for a rally cap, Tiger fans. We go to the top of the 9th. LSU trailing by a run, 8-7. Tigers will send to the plate in the top of the 9th. Pearson, Simpson, top of the order now, Edward Yaman. When we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance-matched attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
I'm Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill. Knowing the facts is the key to winning a case in court and also winning in life. To be a champion, you have to make good decisions, and one of those is to not vape. Vaping can destroy your lungs with toxic metals and chemicals. Some devices contain lead and nickel and even formaldehyde. Vaping can cause severe health problems, so choose to be a champion. Stay vape-free.
Paid for by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
Game day starts local, just 2 miles from Tiger Stadium. Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum of LSU athletics. Handcrafted from Louisiana sugarcane, grown right across the river. From cane to glass, every bottle is pure Louisiana pride. So, whether you're mixing up cocktails at your tailgate or joining us at the tasting room, make it a win for local flavor.
Coming back in.
Located downtown Baton Rouge. Go Tigers!
The reigning national champs play here. Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Once again, it's Rally Cap Sunday. Game 3 here in Oxford. Ole Miss leading 7-0 until the top of the 7th inning when LSU put up 7 runs on 8 hits to tie it at 7-all. Ole Miss would come back, add a run in the bottom half of that 7th inning to take the 8-7 lead. Dramatic play at the plate moments ago to keep it a 1-run game. Cerna and Sheeran combining for the tag. At the plate to get Will Furness. And now the Tigers come to the plate in the top of the 9th. John Pearson will lead it off. New pitcher on the mound for Ole Miss. They'll go to their effective reliever, Walker Hooks, who we saw on Friday. First pitch to Pearson. Inside corner strike, and it's 0-1. Hooks coming into the game, making his 13th appearance, all out of the bullpen this year, a 2.48 ERA. He went 3 complete on Friday, gave up just 1 hit. Clean across the board with 3 strikeouts as Pearson fouls this one out of play to the right, falls behind in the count 0-2. Hooks the best ERA on this staff in SEC play. A 1.93 is 3-0 in SEC action. 0-2 the count to Pearson. Pitch. Spinner got loose, missed high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. John today 0 for 3. Flied out foul territory in the 3rd, first base side. Ground out to the second baseman, Decker, in the 6th, and a strikeout victim in the 7th. The 1-2 stays alive, sends it back foul into the screen. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food, and home of the Jay Johnson Show. That's TJ Ribs, located at 2324 South Acadian Thruway in Baton Rouge. 8-7 Ole Miss leads. Pearson at the plate with a 1-2 count. Hooks winds, a left-hander fires, and a ground ball, high chop, Utermark fields it at 3rd. Throw over to Furness in time. 1 gone here in the top of the 9th inning. So now to the bottom of the order. Braden Simpson, 1 for 2 on the day, getting the start at second base after battling an injury over the last couple of weeks. Simpson with the 2-run single there in that 7th inning when the Tigers batted around. He'll swing and miss at this breaking ball from Hooks, and it's 0-1. Simpson steps back in, batting .296 on the year. The 0-1 from Hooks. Another swing and a miss. Breaking ball gets by him. It's 0-2. Tigers down to their final 2 outs here. Down a run. The 0-2 pitch to Simpson. Fouls it off into the dirt. Rolls to the backstop. Still 0-2. Again, fans, don't let AC outages keep you on the bench this summer. Simply text the words home run to 31996. Get a $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. 0-2 the count to Braden Simpson here in the top of the 9th with 1 away. Hooks delivers. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball upstairs. Simpson can't find it. 2 gone. And the Tigers now to the top of the order. Edward Yaman, the 4th. 1 for 1 after entering the game, taking over at first base. Again, he has had some big moments here of late in a pinch hitting role, going back to last Sunday in that big win over Tennessee. Let's see if Yaman can keep it going. First pitch to the right-hander. Big swing and a miss. Again, sticking with that fluttering breaking ball. And Hooks having a lot of success, as he did on Friday night. 0-1 to count. (0-1) with 2 down. Pitch to Yaman. Low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ole Miss will be on the road at Tennessee next weekend in league play. The 1-1 to Yaman. Swing and a miss. Chased one a little out on the edge, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yaman trying desperately to extend this game, extend this inning, get a runner aboard with 2 outs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Ole Miss completes the sweep of LSU with an 8-7 win today in Oxford. First sweep of the Tigers by the Rebs since the 2022 series in Baton Rouge. First sweep here in Oxford for Ole Miss since 2010. The Tigers, with the loss, fall to 22-15, now 6-9, 3 games below 500 in SEC play. Ole Miss moves to 26-11. They jump on the weekend above 500, now 8-7 in SEC action. The final today on Sunday.